kind day to you all. I'm Kinsmark.
And I'm Violeta.
Continuing on in InnerSpace, the aerial adventure puzzle game that we started a few days ago, and I might have also forgotten to mute the dashboard. That's a thing that might have happened. Apologies for the conflicting sound signals there. Yeah, I'll click into this here.
Whoops.
Anyway, intro. That thing that I'm so good at, assuming that I can't interrupt myself. So, anyway, yeah, started this a few days ago. I was instantly charmed with it. I had some issues with the tutorial because it didn't
really teach you.
And
I'm thinking that the tutorial, given the visual of it, was trying to teach you, but it was assuming you had a controller because you could see the sticks.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that was the major problem.
Yeah, I've activated a controller for this stream, so I'm coming at this fresh in terms of my understanding of the controls, because I'm going to have to relearn it. However, I suspect that it'll play much more smoothly armed with a controller than it did with the keyboard controls that I used the first stream. So, also, apologies again. I and she are still sick. Yep, I are still sick. And clearly thinking so very smoothly for it.
That's why we decided we were going to play more of this.
Yeah.
Even though nobody asked for it, we decided we didn't care. We wanted to play it some more, so this is what you guys are getting. Sorry.
Yeah, because I cannot handle any dialogue-heavy streams at the moment, despite the fact that this has more in it than I thought it would. Even so, I can spend the majority of my time just exploring and flying around and just leave it at that.
Yeah. We do have some people in the chat.
Alright, check in.
We have Ghost who says, "Hey y'all."
Hey, cheers, mate.
And then finally here at the beginning of the stream, this is really weird. I'm usually joining at the end.
Yeah.
Sheila is also here and says, "Hiya, I just finished building a lot in Sims 4. It's time to start putting the windows along with starting to decorate and furnish it."
Joy.
And Ghost says, "Woohoo! Chill stream, yay!"
Yeah.
I love this game.
Oh yeah.
I non-ironically love this game, and my favorite one was last time there was a level that had the bird.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I had this goofy look on my face, this charmed and amazed expression. I'm looking forward to seeing if that remains my favorite.
Yeah, because
of the levels.
At the end of the last stream, there, I think I channeled the energy from that demigod and that sub-level into some column meter thing, and I didn't fill it all the way up, so...
Yeah, and we just opened a new portal to another sub-world.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we're going to have to go through several of the sub-worlds.
Yeah.
To power whatever's in the hub world, which I think is going to be our escape gate.
So I think I still have a fair amount of game ahead of me. So
we're pretty excited.
I'll click into load profile here. Resume this adventure. Oh, those are all the artifacts. Oh, cool.
That's so cool.
Alrighty. And as she checks in on you guys, I'll attempt to learn the controls again using the controller here. I did notice the first time I loaded this up with the controller, I can use the stick to throw these little circles around. I don't know why. I think it's just a little something to do as it loads.
I think so. Ghost says, "I hope you guys feel better soon."
I appreciate it.
And I've been dealing with strong back pain since Monday. Getting better, but still get spikes of pain. Makes it very hard to sit for any length of time.
Sorry to hear that.
I think the sound reset.
Yeah, I think it reset again. Hang on. Let me pause there. Let me Alt-Tab again. Because for some reason, it seems like every time I close this game, it resets. Yep, there it is. It's all the way up to 100 again. It resets its audio levels.
That's a bit
weird. Take it down.
I'm sorry to hear about that back pain. You might want to go to a chiropractor or something, see if something is out of whack, because that happened to my mom recently.
Because misalignment can do all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. And Chill says, "Challenge build only has one more room and doing the landscaping along with the backyard." Awesome.
Whoa. Okay, so that was dive mode. Alright. So...
Dive mode looks very different in this version.
Yeah, it does. Man. Alright. Apologies, I'm just kind of testing things out at the moment. Oh, okay, I can just yaw that way. Alright, that's easy enough.
In dive mode?
Wait. Oh, okay, so that's drift. How do I, like, slow down? Is it the right stick? Yes, okay, so right stick is actually my throttle. Oh, and... Whoa, that's weird. Okay, so... Okay, alright, that is going to take some getting used to. Alright, I can do it, it's just... It's a little different from Ace Combat controls, and that's the flight control system I am most familiar with. So, alright, oh man, that is weird. Because my left stick is, like, that's all I'm using right now, for instance. I am so used to, if I hold left on the stick, rolling to the left instead of yawing to the left. So it's my right stick that rolls me. That's weird to my mode of thinking. I wonder if I can change that, because I don't like it.
Oh, we could... Wait, airframe is an option we can change.
Oh.
Or not...
Yeah.
Oh,
The
so that's
woodwind, the Zephyr Spark, and the piano. Huh. Can I just, like, change that on the fly?
I think we're...
Am I in the piano now? I am?
Yes.
Oh, cool! Alright, I like that, actually, because the Zephyr was too fast.
I think we should only use that if we need speed for something.
Yeah, because it's cool looking. It's a little unwieldy for its speed, though. So, anyway, I'm going to check the
Settings.
Controls. Invert Y, no. Map controls, language, toggle full. Oh, man, all I can change is toggle... or rather, invert Y.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I wish I could remap some of this, because it feels weird. Like, I'm not saying it's poorly done, it's just, it's completely contrasted against the control scheme for flight sims that I've used for years in other games and gotten really good with, so it's what feels natural to my hands, and this is, like, the opposite of it. So, oh, geez, and my frame rate is suddenly tanking for some reason. What is going on?
Did it freak out that we...
I don't know.
Let's exit to main menu.
Yeah, it's like stuttering like crazy all of a sudden.
Let's restart the level.
Yeah. Alright, let's main menu here.
Ghost says, I am planning on going to the chiropractor. I was going to make an appointment today, but got stuck working all day.
I gotcha.
Shield says, I have changed the living room.
Whoa. Even the main menu's all stuttery. Hang on, I'm just going to close the game and start it again.
Yeah, don't forget the sound.
Yeah, I know.
Shield says, I have changed the living room 5 times furnishing-wise, and the bedrooms 3 times. I keep changing my mind on the furniture. Hey, no judgment from me. I understand. I get you.
Also, I can finally show the logos of the fine people who made this that I've recently learned are actually a team of fellow Texans. These are a team of folks from Dallas that made this game.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's nifty.
I control gravity! Ah! Okay, anyway. Frame rate, have you calmed down? You have, alright, you're nice and smooth again. Cool. Alright, let's try this once more with all the feeling. Apologies again for the constant coughing, because as you can hear, I'm still a little nasally because my sinuses are still in full rebellion mode.
And I am still 2 days behind him.
Yeah, and so at this point I'm trying to just cough all the junk in my chest up. So I'm sure that sounds horrible and unpleasant, and I apologize for that.
Oh, look, there we are.
I cannot help it, though. Oh, pardon me. So, let's see.
Is
Cool.
it better?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
I think for some reason it just freaked out a little.
Yeah. So, alright. So, right stick is the throttle and the roll. God, that's gonna take so much getting used to.
But I think it's still better than the keyboard.
Oh yeah, it's far preferable to just using a keyboard. I just have to completely change the way I think about aerial control schemes.
Yeah.
So it means that I need to not try to jump straight from this to like an Ace Combat game in the next month or so, because then that will feel weird. Whereas if I just let my mind sort of reset to default over time, then my old Ace Combat skills will not get overwritten.
Yeah. That guy says, "I'm not dead, I swear."
Me neither. I've actually had, again, just like when I hurt my my pelvic muscle about a month ago.
Oh, there's some.
Yeah, I know. It's just
Whoa.
even in this thing, I'm going too fast. Hang on. Let me just reapproach this. Since the channel has gone fairly dark again, because I haven't had the ability to record due to my throat, several people messaging me with like really heartfelt concern, just like, I just want to make sure you're okay, because you usually don't drop off this much. I'm like, I know, it's just a really shitty couple of months, because it's just one thing after another with injury and then sickness, so like, I'm trying, y'all, I'm really trying.
We want to, we really do.
And like, I had a sudden like drive of motivation about a month ago to really get a lot of stuff done.
Can't
and then it
make
was
that corner turn, can we?
No. It was really frustrating to then not have the ability to act on that, at least as far as recording is concerned. So I've instead channeled a lot of that like energy and determination into the work that you guys can't see yet, which is to say the setting up and the maintenance of and all that of the side channels that we are prepping to launch. And that, especially because most of that is not just making the channel itself, it's also content migration from things that are already up on the main channel to these side channels that are made to fit stuff that otherwise doesn't really fit with the stuff that's on our main channel. It means that that's a lot of extra like uploading and tagging and creating of playlists and etc. In addition to the usual work that goes into the creation of a side channel. So that's a monumental undertaking that, you know, silver linings and all that means I have had the time, sick as I am, to just focus 100% on. And since I do work most efficiently when I have the ability to just completely focus and single track mind myself onto a single goal, I've gotten a lot done. Like, those of you who may have already heard, because I'm not exactly secretive about it, like I haven't officially announced it, even so it's not really a secret at this point, the Imperial Archive, which is the channel that we're going to launch for all of our Reading the Elder Scrolls stuff, because it just doesn't really match with the rest of what we do. That's all done. All of that content migration is done, all of the tagging on those is done.
The banner is done, the avatar is done. Yeah,
all the hundreds of re-uploads that needed. The channel is made, the art is up, I've already linked to it on the main Last Level Press front page for any of you guys that want to go and follow it ahead. It's already got content scheduled to go up multiple times a week, all the way out to October. So, like, that took a huge amount of work, so we're trying to catch up now on Last Level live streams and on... Which,
unfortunately, takes longer just because the uploads aren't...
I mean, they're huge. They're not little 3-minute videos. And so we're doing that as well as the side channel for all of our vlogs and stuff. And that one...
Our vlogs and miscellaneous.
Yeah, exactly. So, like Reading the Elder Scrolls, it's going to take a fair amount...
There's a gold thing in there.
Of re-uploading things. Whoa, what the hell? My controller, like, vibrated like a heartbeat for a second as I got close to that.
I think it's probably because it's telling you there's a relic there.
It's like a little proximity alert. That's
cool.
Interesting. Okay, anyway.
Sorry.
So yeah, I haven't started on the content migration for that one. So over the next few days, I'm probably going to.
Are we going to edit some of the ones that never did get released?
Yeah. There's actually a project.
Trick vlogs.
Yeah, there's actually a project that I've put off now for a couple of years at this point. That it's taken on much more of a personal sort of project meaning and depth for me than I intended to when I first recorded all of it. And that is the first like long attempt that I made at recording a travelogue with the intention of making it a series for public viewing when we took a trip across several states with her folks a couple of years ago.
That was actually our first family vacation.
Yeah, together. Like everyone together and just the four of us. It was a really good time. And so we did like daily, check-ins and video logs and stuff like that. And it was interesting. Like, you know, there's some gaps in there and stuff where, like, I'd never done anything like that in the past, and I had no idea.
So we didn't know what we were doing, really, but...
Yeah, and in the middle of that trip, well, closer to the end of it, really, is when I received word that my grandma had the stroke that ended up causing the medical problems that led to her passing away within that year or so following. And so I associate that trip very strongly with
this
that.
Looks like one of those.
Yeah, it looks like
unlocks.
one of those gate things, or maybe it's just a tunnel. Okay.
Huh.
And since a lot of the places on that trip that we visited are places in...
Are those things you were supposed to hit? Because they turned gold.
Yeah, I don't know. There are places in the American Southwest Desert that I first visited, or was told about at least, with her, my grandma, because she used to travel all over the place, and was very always interested and supportive in sharing her love of travel with me. And so since a lot of the places that we went on that trip, unintentionally, it just sort of wound up that way, were places
that he'd first heard
that, I strongly associated with memories of my grandma, you know, and that's now intertwined with my memory of the last days when my grandma was really my grandma. It's a series that I've, like, hesitated to do, because it's never, it's never anything that I wanted to just not do. That's absolutely not the case. It's just I've wanted to make that particular series worthy of her memory since everything happened.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really sure exactly what that meant to me yet.
I just realized why it's called piano. Because when you spin...
Yeah, it does the little keys whenever the feathers move. Yeah.
Sorry, I only just now caught that.
So I wanted to wait until I knew what, to me, worthy of her memory meant. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And only recently have I really started figuring out what I think the answer to that is. So that's one of the things that I'm going to end up making once we've done most of the other, like, core content migration over to that side channel.
That's something that is planned for doing.
So that one's going to end up a pretty long series, because it was I think it was like 3 weeks long.
Yeah, it was vacation. A very long vacation, and it really was our first true family vacation, all of us together.
And, like, some of you guys have heard some of the stories, like, intermittently about it ever since. Like the tree of spider hell, you know, that came from that trip.
I hated that thing. That was like my nightmare come to life.
That was interesting.
It's alive.
Yeah, I think there's like a fungus that's like consuming part of this.
Or it's like those things in the...
Can I, like, touch that? Nope.
I bet that opens later.
Yeah.
I think it's sort of like that sea creature that...
Yeah. And then, like, her first encounter, I think, with a rattlesnake in the wild.
Yep.
Also came from...
Also, my first encounter with a scorpion in the wild.
Yeah.
Though that has since been... whew.
Yeah, that's
what's in there?
It's overridden at this point.
That was like a different color.
Hang on, I want to go get these.
That guy says, sorry I haven't been here in a while. I've been trying not to be reclusive IRL.
That's all good.
We getcha.
I totally understand that. It's one of those things that is difficult to maintain a healthy median on working from home like we do, is
not being just
not completely isolating ourselves and actually maintaining a social life. That's why I'm actually fairly glad that over the last few weeks we've done a little more in the way of getting together on weekends with friends for, like, D&D sessions and stuff like that.
I think that's definitely helped.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And of course we have dinner with my parents most nights a week, so that at least gets us out of the house and interacting with other people that aren't just the two of us. This is going to be threading the needle a little bit.
Yeah, it's all good. And yeah, already this is...
far superior.
It's like a different game now that I have a controller in my hands. I'm sure it looks a lot more pleasant for you guys too, because I'm able...
as jittery.
Yeah, I'm able to pan so much more smoothly, and You know, because with a keyboard control for a game like this,
there's none of the gentle movements.
Exactly. It's very binary. You're either moving left or you're not, or you're moving right or pitching up and down or you're not, as opposed to gentle drifting with slight stick movements. You just can't do that with a keyboard.
All right, go over that way, because go around this blue thing over here. Because there's like a color thing right there. And I want to explore that a little bit. Oh, down underneath.
Hang on, I wonder, can I get on that thing?
Yeah.
How do I get out of the perch?
You forgot how to do that.
Oh, there we go. Okay. It's just, I know how to do that if I have the keyboard controls, just not with the controller. Gimme?
Because that thing also looks like there's a... Yeah, it's a moving platform.
Yeah.
But you see how that's like purple and there's like a blue glowy thing underneath it?
Yeah, I see. I just don't know what that would mean.
Can we go over there?
I'll see if
can we hit
touching it does anything. Nope.
I feel like that has to turn on at some point.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because now we need to try and figure out the puzzle of this particular world.
Yeah. I'm also a little worried about this, because that almost looks like a mouth.
Maybe we should go in the water.
Yeah, I think I've done almost everything in the aerial environment.
Like, I feel like there's stuff to do here, we just haven't unlocked it yet.
Yeah. So, alright, well.
Dive mode?
Into the water we go.
That guy says, yeah, it feels nice. Went to a graduation party Sunday, and Wednesday was a friend's birthday.
Oh, good
Ate
times.
Panera Bread and saw Solo. Bonfires being planned in the near future, and before summer ends, me and 4 others are going to a cabin for 3 days.
Cool.
Having friends is a good feeling.
Yeah, man.
Ooh, what's that? That's stripedy.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems weirdly illuminated.
Like something we should investigate.
Can't really do anything with it. Okay, whatever. That's weird.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've never done the, like,
Ooh.
you know, cabin with friends, camping kind of thing. The closest I have done is, like, RVs.
What is this new relic?
Excavation device. Remove core. Obsidian. A bone forcefully fractured. The tools of the ancients, once meant for boring tunnels through the inverse, saw quick adaptation under threatening circumstances. So they were weaponized.
Oh, it's a boring tool they used as a weapon instead.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Alrighty. Alright, let me come at this on another approach. There we go.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, apologies again to anyone that hates the sound of coughing, because
it's gonna happen
we're gonna do a lot of it over the next probably few days.
We do seem to be finally on the
Yeah, like my nose
uptick.
is not nearly as jacked up as it was last week, so for me at least it's still there insofar as I have crap in my chest. Once I get all that up and out, though, I'm pretty much fine.
Yeah.
And then I have to give my vocal cords a few days to heal up, because all this coughing has done a number on them.
Yeah.
As you can hear.
I am still approximately 2 days behind him. Because I got it a little after he did. You just like doing that.
It's fun. It's like a flying fish.
Because I know we're missing something.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, there's a fair amount in here. Alrighty. Let's slow it on down. There we go. Whoops. Ah.
Ooh.
Man, having the roll and the throttle on the same stick is weird.
I do wonder why someone decided to do that.
I don't know.
I'm sure there was a thought process involved in that. I
Like,
just don't know what it was.
I'm so used to having roll on the left stick. No. Oh, dang it. And, yeah. Having yaw on, like, L1 and R1. maybe that's just my Ace Combat habits talking. Well, maybe. And like, if that is what's going on there. It's just like, it's a little annoying, if I have to give a critique for it, to only intend to affect the throttle and then not pull it like totally straight up and down. Like right now, I'm intending to just pull down on the throttle. I'm at a slight angle, like single-digit degrees, and yet it's making me roll because it isn't 100% perfect on the angle.
Right.
So it's a little annoying in that regard that I can't just trust in staying, you know, on the same alignment if all I intend to do is adjust my throttle. That's a little off-putting.
So much better than the keyboard controls.
Oh, God, yes. Because with that, like, I've got to remove my fingers off of critical control keys, and, you know, like, it's way worse, don't get me wrong. Like, I still think there's room for improvement in this control scheme, though.
Oh, yeah.
And my controller is thrumming a hearty heartbeat. So where's that relic? I'm sure that means it's around here somewhere.
Is it inside here?
I don't know.
Whoa.
Oh, okay, that doesn't go anywhere.
Oh. Maybe. Oh, there it is.
Oh, wait, there we go.
Ooh.
Gimme. Okay, got it. Does this go out? I think it does. Yes. Whoa.
Whoa, what is this?
Where am I?
What was that?
I don't know. Oh, I was in this thing.
Is the frame rate freaking out again?
Yeah, the frame rate's kind of jittering again. Yeah.
Oops,
Yeah.
Oops.
Uh-oh. Might have done goofed a little. All right.
Everything's fine. Don't even worry about it.
Okay, yeah, the frame rate's like freaking out again.
How strange.
That's weird. I don't want to have to close the game out and restart it again.
No.
I don't know what's up with that. Well, hopefully it'll just smooth out over time.
Yeah.
Well, I think I found the center of the texture.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's nothing there for me. It's just where the repeating texture all coalesces.
That guy says, so what is this game even about? Basically we are in circular little bubble worlds. And we're investigating ancient technology to essentially record the history of this place.
Yeah, I am a drone that
we are an AI drone
surviving person on this world, question mark, made to help him understand the ancients and this place's history. And
basically there are demigods who are like their power is comprised of something called wind, which is also what powered all the ancient technologies.
I think I got everything here in this underwater. Like, this is kind of a wasteland underwater section.
Yeah, and then
is that thing always lit?
Yeah, we can turn it on and off, I think.
Huh.
Try turning it off, see what happens. And basically, we, as the drone, have been able to talk to, talk to a couple of the demigods, and they gave us their wind, which is also apparently the memories of not only them, but everybody in these separate worlds. So we're supposed to take this wind and essentially escape this series of worlds called the inverse. Which is the ultimate thing that we're trying to do.
Yeah, like, I have a working theory that all of this is matter caught in a suspension of liquid water that's floating through space. And
or we're in, like, rock, hollow rock, and then the inside of those hollow spheres is these worlds.
Yeah. Except that wouldn't explain the weird gravimetric phenomena of the water clinging to the outside.
No.
Like, we're in air pockets in some sort of zero-G liquid suspension.
I know, but there's rock on the other side of all the water, so that's what makes me think that it's not just water. Nope. Maybe underneath? MST is here. Hi, hello,
cheers.
hello. So this is kind of a exploration puzzle solving kind of game.
Huh. Don't know.
Did you want me to look it up?
Nah. I mean, we'll just kind of muck around with it. I don't think I've dove into this water yet.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if there's anything here. Aha.
So they are separate
Yeah.
water sections.
Okay.
And these are little pockets of what's known as wind.
Yep. Which I think is something of a misnomer, because it seems more like plasma to me on a scientific level.
Yeah. They call it wind with a capital W.
Yeah.
So there's no telling what it actually is. Because it's not actually wind.
Yeah. What do we get now? Metal figurines. Open. Remove. Oh, cool. Rare species. Prized for their utility to the ancients, these creatures were kept as pets, especially as their population dwindled. Huh.
That's cool. Miss T says, last stream's title got Sinatra's song stuck in my head.
That was the intent.
Yeah. Miss T says, probably more like solar wind or something.
Yeah, something
Streams
like
of plasma makes sense to me in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say that sometimes the wind gets caught up and turns into these little balls of it, which is what we collect. And sort of like FF7's live stream, it contains the memories of
hello.
all the beings.
I see you down there. Ooh. Alright, let's see if I can...
Thread the needle?
Hit. Nope. Yeah. There we go. Nailed it. Oh, that's it. Kind of thought this might lead somewhere. Okay. Well.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, we keep looking for things, I guess.
Yep. This one is an enigma. Like, I can tell this giant, like, beetle thing. Like, it means something. Like, I have to do something with it. I don't know what, though.
I don't know. And I'm still thinking there's something to these, like, maroon, pinkish...
Like, I gotta do something with these. I just don't know what.
Like...
It's even humming.
So that's a machine. Can we just, like, straight on it and hit it?
I don't know. Hang on. Again, apologies for all the coughing and
Miss T says smash your face into it.
Yeah, that's
the plan.
That's the next plan. Doink. Nope.
No.
Face smashing does not help.
We have to. Maybe we need to do it fast with one of those.
Yeah, that's possible because this thing is.
They have the moving.
Yeah, like it's here for a reason.
But it's also that color, right?
Yeah. So like, there's something to this.
I just don't know what it is.
So okay, let's see where does this take me, and what does it lead me close to?
I mean, there's that over there. Ooh,
like that thing is super glowy. Like I'm not crazy, right? Like this thing looks like a giant fossilized stag beetle.
I think it is. Because it looked kind of like the when we found the mining excavation tool, the bone that it said it had killed.
That like launches me. Nope. Okay.
Looked kind of like this.
Yeah. I was gonna see if I could punch through that like spongy looking tissue. Apparently not. So.
That guy says download the Niner Companion for New Vegas, and he sings it constantly. Now I remember it by heart.
Oh, I love Niner.
Yeah.
He's so much fun.
Miss T says, oh darn, face smashing didn't work. Nope. And yes, you and me, we have the same thought.
Come fly with me, come fly, let's fly away.
You can't quite do it with your voice the way it is.
No, not really.
which made me sad.
I actually can do a decent Sinatra mimicry if my voice isn't shredded. Right now, though, less so.
Which makes me sad.
Although I could probably nail a Niner impressions. Hey, Six. Hey, Six. You gonna eat that?
It makes me sad that you can't do your Sinatra impression. I miss your smooth, dulcet tones. What's in there? Ooh.
Oh.
This looks important.
It's a disguised tunnel. And then some stairs.
Ooh, and there's the wind.
Yeah. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. The secret tunnel. Man, this goes a ways.
I wonder where we're going.
I don't know. The current's carrying me.
Ooh.
So this is opening into something.
This looks constructed.
Yeah, we're in machinery now.
Ooh. Break it. Break it.
Thwonk! There we go. So face smashing did come in handy somewhere.
Oh.
So that's that.
Ooh, there's this glowy thing.
Oh, we're inside the orb now.
Go in it. Go in it. Go in it.
Oh,
Go in it.
cool.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Because we're in the thingy. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Alright, so... Locked on target. Heh! Oh.
Oh, maybe hit the...
Maybe hit this thing?
No.
Oh.
Follow the glowies.
Yeah.
Because that seemed to help.
Whoa.
Wrong glowies.
Too fast! Too fast!
Wrong glowies. Those glowies. Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, God. Oh, too fast. Oh, too fast.
Too fast.
Don't want to die in here. What do I do here?
Over.
Oh, hello. Somehow managed to miss you. Oh, it's another tunnel.
Yep.
Oh, okay, so I go that way.
Break all the things.
Yeah, okay. Diary of a Madman.
What?
Sounds like an album title. Diary entry. The fevered notes of... Oh, fevered notes. Fevered notes of someone who believed the world was solid with an infinite sky spanning above. See? See?
Oh, see, look. That...
Yeah.
The inverse. That's why it's called because it's the inverse of our world.
Yeah. It's an inverted world.
So, this is the diary of a madman who thought it was like Earth.
Yeah.
And we have figured out via the statues in another world that they were human.
Yeah.
Like the ancients were human.
Yeah.
Looking.
So like I said, my working theory is this is in the far future, and civilization crumbled after settling inside of
these whatever they are.
Yeah, like matter suspended in some liquid and rock formation floating through space, and then they forgot that they were in space, and that's who the ancients were, those people.
Yeah. That guy says, so anyone here ever hear about the House of Leaves? Yep, I have heard of it.
About the what now?
House of Leaves?
Yep.
Oh, we needed to go in there.
Yeah, I know. I just panic avoided obstacles.
How do we get back?
I have to slow down. I really don't like that the perches, like, freaking catapult you when you launch off of them. Now I've lost my orientation. Now I don't know where it is. Fuck. Like, those catapult things really need to work differently than the way that they do.
In there, maybe?
I think that's the way I just came.
Well, if it is, we can at least follow it the other way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, go find the...
Yeah. There we go. Alright. So, yeah, through here. I'm pretty sure I've already flown through this.
But if we follow the wind, maybe it'll lead us where our next thing is. So go down, continue going down, I guess.
No, that's the end of the tunnel.
So we look for more of those glowies, maybe.
Yeah.
Since that's what led us to that one tunnel in the first place.
Yeah.
That guy says, finally finished the prologue today. Good read so far. Reminds me of Darkest Dungeon with its tone. It was a very strange read when I tried reading it, but I was borrowing it from a friend, so I never actually finished it.
Yeah, speaking of dark fantasy, I really want sometime soonish to read the novels that the Witcher series comes from.
Well, I have Last Wish.
Yeah, I know.
We just haven't gotten around to reading it yet.
Yeah.
That guy says, yeah, it's something, that's for sure. Yep. It was a very bizarre read when I read it in high school. Because that has to turn on at some point.
Yeah. It is weird.
And there's another of the beetle things.
Yeah. That there's so little
underwater.
Yeah, like I feel like I missed something down here because there's just almost nothing in the underwater section of this level. Mm-hmm. And the others were so like richly filled in. I feel like it's gotta have some intention to it.
Mm-hmm. It might have just been for here, have some more wind for the upgrades that we're gonna give you.
Yeah, maybe. Alright, well, let's see.
Oop.
I still don't know what that traveling perch is about.
I'm betting that comes later.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's something that we'll come across sometime in the future.
Yeah.
Or that we'll need sometime in the future. Ooh.
I know where this is. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else in here.
There's another...
Yeah, like there's another path in there. I just don't know how...
What's that pink thing?
I think it's more of that fungus stuff.
Can we go in it?
Nope.
No. Ooh. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, I'm like smoking.
Oh, because we're damaged.
Yeah. I wonder if I repair over time.
Because we need to go in there, for sure.
Yeah, like definitely. I have no idea how to open that. Because there's strings in there.
That we can cut with our wings.
Alright, so clearly that tunnel goes somewhere. Let's see if we can go outside and see where that leads.
Yep. Because we broke something in here.
Yeah.
Miss T says, very carefully?
Yeah.
Yep.
Man. Of course, this tunnel's so long,
We went the long tunnel.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose my orientation. Good thing is it does seem that I...
heal over time?
Yeah. Because I'm not smoking anymore.
That was a very disturbing realization when we realized that, oh yeah, we could break.
Yeah.
We were like, oh,
like,
that's
I took some
good.
pretty heavy slams in the first stream and was totally fine. So I was like, oh, I'm invincible. And then it turns out, no, I'm not. Alright, so that was... That's this tunnel. Which means that's leading...
And then we went in that blue stuff.
Yeah, so like that...
Into there.
That's where that hollow space is, inside here.
What's over...
Like, I feel like there's something through this. It's just, like, I've flown through this like 3 times now. I don't know what it's leading me to.
Because the wind is usually a hint.
Yeah. I have no idea what this is trying to lead me to. Because then it just empties out here.
Is there anything below? Is this another, this thing right here? Is that hollow? I think it was hollow.
Yeah. Let's see.
See if we can get in there.
Yeah, And the frame rate's freaking out again. Yep.
It's hollow.
Yep.
So maybe that leads somewhere. That guy is also asking us about...
those frame rates. It's making it hard.
Yep. About Fallout 76.
Yeah, suffice it to say, I'm always down for more Fallout. We don't know enough yet for me to have any real opinion yet. And
I'm excited that there's potentially going to be more Fallout.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
I give absolutely zero credence to any of the, quote, reliable sources that are almost assuredly liars seeking easy clicks. Like, I hate to usually cast with that judgmental a brush. The thing is, when it comes to Bethesda games, there are 1,005 reasons to lie about it. And it all comes down to ad revenue. No, it's just that tunnel. Okay. So whether it's ad revenue, whether it's just traffic in general, or they just enjoy the attention, the odds are so high that all you're dealing with is fiction that, like, I care not for any of the speculation whatsoever.
Should we try going straight at it again? Maybe we have to break it by repeatedly hitting it.
What are you gasping about? It's not doing anything.
I thought I saw cracks, but I didn't. It was just our wing tippy things.
It's doing nothing. This thing, maybe? Yeah. So yeah, like at this point, it's impossible to say one way or another. And anyone that claims to know has zero credibility.
As far as we're concerned.
Yeah. I know that may not give y'all the fun answer I know some people want, which is just jumping on the speculation train. I don't care for that train, so...
No. The only thing I'll speculate about is what's actually in the teaser trailer.
Yeah. Which is to say, it's getting set in West Virginia, so that's cool.
Yep.
That's definitely a different...
I liked the Pit-Boy version.
Yeah, the new, like, art design for the assets that we've seen looks pretty good.
Cool.
Like, it's congruous with 4, and yet definitely has its own, like, a little harsher feel. Like, the Pit-Boy looks a little more rugged.
Yeah, it's a bit more rugged, a bit more industrial looking, I think.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, that's cool. I like the art design. Aside from that, though, like, we know nothing about the game itself.
And I liked the look of the vault, because it looked like a non-ruined but personalized sort of space, which I thought was cool.
Yeah. Okay. This thing must have some significance.
Yeah.
Can I, like, swoop? No.
That guy says, there are rumors that it'll be a Rust Daisy-esque game, said by the guy who called the game name in announcement back in December. Say what you will, but I consider that a reliable source. Also, Pt.II from Fallout 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't care, though. That's the thing. People...
Unless it comes from Bethesda themselves, things can change, especially in that long a time frame.
Yeah, well, I mean, things can change, and people can get peeks at design documents enough to say one thing correctly, and then either make guesses or just make shit up, and they can say, oh, well, I saw something that turned out to be legitimate, and give them just enough credibility in the eyes of the internet to get those clicks that they're really after.
Honestly, unless they're willing to tell us their name and position,
Yeah.
I'm not within Bethesda Game Studios.
Yeah.
I'm not going to trust what they say, and they're not going to give us that information. One, because they have clearly violated their NDA agreement, so they'll probably get fired for it.
Oh, hey, there's a tunnel down there.
I think we finally found something new.
Yeah. There's another one of those weird, like, fungus seal things.
I think that was a relic inside here. Turn around.
What are you talking about?
In where we just got the... No, it was just the glowy thing. Okay.
Making my life difficult here.
I'm sorry, it's a rectangular looking thing, so it looked like a relic.
Okay, anyway. Yeah, like, it's so easy for people to just see just enough to make themselves sound credible, and then just make shit up on top of that. So I don't care how reliable someone claims they are, or seems to be. People said a lot of stuff before Fallout 4 got released that turned out totally fake, and yet some of those same people were, you know, touted until the game came out as really reliable sources. Like, oh, they got like 5 of 7 things right, and it's because those were things from the, like, core design points of the main design document, and then they got like all of their details wrong. So clearly they're not involved in the project. Oh, this path it goes different ways. Yeah. Okay. Well,
we didn't go the way the wind showed.
Well,
we'll have to come back through.
So, like I said, I don't care to speculate on things. I don't care to fuel the speculation train.
The thing here is really freaking me out a little bit.
And, you know, if it turns out that some of the things that people leaked are true, okay, I'll deal with it then. Until then, though, I don't care for any of it.
Ew.
Was that one of the... I think that was one of the, like, fungus seal things.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, I think we should go back in and go to the turn where the wind went.
Yeah.
That guy says, rumors aside, Bethesda is already taking pre-orders.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, they,
which
if
is
I remember
weird
correctly...
since we don't know what it's for.
Yeah, well, they accidentally, gave away some release data. I mean, they could always revise it, as far as, like, release dates. Because on Amazon, as of this morning, from what I read, whoa, this is like a nerve cluster.
Can we go in
it? They actually were accepting pre-orders for a product with a July release date. So, like, that could change, because that's just the listing that could very well serve as a placeholder right now. Thing is, like, you know there are fans that, just knowing that it's a Fallout game coming from them, will pre-order it, just on principle. Whether or not you agree with that, which I don't, as much as I like them as a company, there are people who will do it, so of course they'll allow people to do it. It's like, why wouldn't they let people throw money at them early?
Yeah. I guess even though there's practically no information.
Yeah, exactly. And like all that's good enough for some people is, it's a Fallout game. That's good enough for me.
Okay,
like,
so we came out through there.
Yeah.
So let's go through this one here. Oh, there's multiple let-out tunnels
Yeah,
here.
there are. Oh, this is gonna get confusing.
Go through the one that has the lit
Yeah.
stuff, because that seems like that's what's led us to these tunnels.
Yeah. Go through all the little cilia. Oh, hey.
We're inside.
Oh, this is the other side. Whoa, what is going on inside of that thing? That was some weird, like, spatial distortion.
I don't know.
Y'all saw that, right?
Yes. What did we do?
Oh, dear God.
Oh, now we have to do the thingy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm, like, inside of something. And that took, like, no effort. Okay, weird.
Probably because it's meant for...
Yeah, maybe all the mashing I had to do on the mouse and keys was just because it wasn't made really with that in mind.
Are we bringing this back to life?
I don't know. Am I resurrecting the... Oh, I am. Oh, it isn't fossilized. I think this is another one of the demigods.
Oh.
It was just in hibernation.
Oh, no.
Whoa.
Oh, I am not. Okay. Oh. This is why it was so big and featureless underneath.
Yeah, because it needs room to move.
There?
Whoa.
I'm really freaking out now.
Levolution, am I right? Alright, so that's new.
Oh,
cool.
And now these are pointing at it.
Yeah. I assume that crack in the carapace means something.
Yeah, because that's where the glowies lead.
Yeah, oh, and I see a little, like, cracked part. Hang on.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, we have to go in there and break it.
Oh, jitters, don't jitter now. There we go. Yeah, I have to crack the carapace open.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, man. Oh, this is hard to maneuver. All right, hang on. Let me come around for another attack pass.
Like those folks are sheep. And then Miss T says, yikes, fly away.
Yeah.
I would, but this is what we're here for.
Yeah, like I don't want to go off on a long rant about it, because there are many other people that have said it in more elegant terms than I could. Suffice it to say, I'm not a fan of AAA pre-order culture. I don't think it rewards good habits or practices within the industry. I think it rewards more of the greedy practices than the creative ones, and that undermines the spirit of the market in general, and the industry as a whole. So, yeah, the people that just pre-order for the sake of a certain name's attachment to a franchise, whether that's the name of the series or the name of a developer even. I don't think that's a healthy, for the industry, habit for anyone to engage in. Although at odds with that is also my conviction that I'm not about to tell anyone else
how to spend their money.
Yeah, how to spend their money. You know, like at the end of the day, that's their call, not mine. I'll just advise them against rewarding things that I don't personally find healthy for the industry.
Yeah.
And that I think will, in the long run, negatively impact them as a consumer.
Yeah, Buddy says +1 is buying a game that they may not like.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when we don't know what the game is yet.
Yeah.
Okay, now what? Did we open a thing now that we broke all those?
Probably. Like, all I really did is just, like, crack this thing's shell open, so, like, what's exposed now?
What's that down there? Oh, maybe break all of the glowy fungus things.
Maybe?
Because you could break some of them.
Yeah, I don't know what significance that would hold.
I don't know. Just break everything that's available to break on here.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there are other sections.
Okay, so maybe I have to, like, completely expose it.
Which is really disturbing. Yeah, but there were other sections, like, that I saw that had openings.
Oh man, it's giant lobster tail.
I don't like it. I just want to put
Whoa, hey!
Right down there.
Where?
You see that little canyon with the glowy?
I mean, yeah.
Let's go in there.
I don't see any cracked parts.
No, but I think we should go in.
I cannot maneuver in there. Not with the way it's moving. Yeah, there's no cracked parts in there, so that's pointless. That'll just kill me. I've probably got to do something in the underwater half now.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's do a little flyover and chase this thing underwater then.
Yep. But he says, I want lobster now. Misty says, I haven't burned too many times from the game in this series from X Company to do that blindly anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The last time I did that was Mass Effect 3. And we all know how I feel about that.
Oh, don't go directly into the tail.
Oh, I'm doing it.
Oh.
Ow! It flicked me. Whoa. Oh, crap. Ah! Crap! It's so strong!
I told you I have to go directly in the tail.
Alright, let's,
But you don't listen to me, do you?
Approach this at a safer distance. I actually thought I was gonna land about here instead of where I ended up really landing. Alright, so now...
Misty goes, lol, rip.
Man, the sense of scale with this thing.
I didn't realize it was a lobster. This suddenly makes a lot more sense why it looks like this underwater now.
Yeah, it does, because this thing, it needs room for a giant model to move. I don't see any cracks on the underside.
Me neither. I think we do need to go through those. Maybe there's a crack at the end of those tunnel things.
Alright, well, that really seems impossible, because it's moving up and down.
I know, I think we just need to try it anyway.
I'm gonna die.
I know, well, what else do you want to do? It's the glowy things that have led us to opening this in the first place.
Alright, let's see. Is there anywhere else on this thing that has cracks before I go on a friggin' suicide mission?
Watch me be right.
I don't see much. I feel like that purple fungus stuff has a... Ooh, wait a minute, hold up. I see, like, a circle thing down there.
That guy says Mass Effect 3 was a good game. It had good mechanics, but it was a terrible story-wise.
Yeah, it was a good game in a vacuum. As a Mass Effect game, it was atrocious.
Like, I think the controls were better.
Oh, yeah. And that's the thing. Like, and I've talked about this at length. I'm not going to rehash it here. Suffice it to say, if I were to critically score each of that game's component parts, everything except for its narrative would score very high. Its soundtrack was amazing, its controls were the strongest in the entire series, the acting and everything was just as top-notch as ever. It's just the narrative. The narrative was a horrible conclusion and a truly worthless payoff after all of the amazing build-up they had spent the last 2 games working toward.
Wait, go back to where we broke the stuff, because the fungus isn't there anymore.
Is it not?
Oh, it's right there. I don't... I don't see the fungus. The blue fungus is gone.
Was there ever any in this part?
There was.
Huh. So maybe destroy the little golden glowy things?
Yeah, so breaking the golden glowies does stuff.
Okay, let's see here.
Oh, it's the nerve clusters for the blue fungus. Because it's all connected to the... See?
Yeah, okay. So I need to do a hit and run, not canyon run. Okay,
Yeah,
that makes more sense, and that's more doable. Yep. Oh god, oh god, oh this is what I wanted to not do. Oh god, oh this is a terrible idea. Okay. Okay, okay.
That guy says, good Mass Effect game too. Can't blame the entire narrative for the ending.
I don't.
But the rest of the narrative, except for a handful of tiny parts, wasn't good.
I fault most of that narrative. I'm not just jumping on the, oh, the ending sucked bandwagon. Because it did, so did most of the rest of that story, though. With the exception...
Morden.
Yeah, the Morden section was great. The Rannoch section... Though,
sort of.
Yeah, I appreciate how it was, like, how it was executed was masterful. The fact that our choices in the previous game, though, meant nothing is the part that I don't like about it.
Yeah.
Like, the execution of that version of the story that we were given is great. We were not given the options that we were told we would have, though.
Yeah. And for me... the having to do so much detail work from the very beginning of the game just to unlock a slightly better version of that ending was like, yeah, there's still one in there.
Oh god, no, I don't want to go. Oh, that's such a tiny floor it. Okay, good.
So there's one more, I think, in there.
Yeah, I saw it when I flew past. Oh, it's right there. Oh no. Oh, I don't want to do it. Oh, I don't want to do it. Ah! Okay, got it. Ow, ow,
we
ow.
did it. We did it.
Oh, okay.
Just T, glad you survived. Oh, did we kill it?
I think I freed it from the creepy fungus, or I have to...
go inside it now.
Yeah. I have to cut out the core of the fungus inside of its shell. Alright.
Alrighty, well, let's do it then. Misty says, GG, Ken. Buddy says, unpopular opinion. Duke Nukem Forever was a good game. Yes, I said it. Fight me. Puts a pause.
I haven't actually played it myself.
No.
So I can't agree or disagree with you one way or another.
I'm just not really a Duke Nukem sort, just in general.
I haven't played any of the Duke Nukem games since, like, Sega Genesis.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
In we go.
I think the last one I played was, like, Duke Nukem 3D. That was ages ago. Doink. Whoa! Alright. I'm in. Hacker voice.
That guy says, firstly, you can save Morden, albeit at a heavy cost.
Oh, I know.
Second, I think the entire narrative was nice from a Shepard perspective. Only complaint for me was the over-reliance on Cerberus. The entire plan of that we're working towards the entire game of the Crucible is stupid.
Yeah, it's a terrible idea.
Especially since we were winning.
Yeah.
Like, we were winning the fight with the Reapers without that.
Yeah, the insistence that the Crucible is necessary is false.
And since that's the core of the narrative, I can't
they also
say it's a good narrative.
Egregiously misuse the Normandy as a ship as well as its crew and staff specialties. It's not used to any semblance of proper advantage. It's not a well put together story. As charming as it is sometimes, as a whole, it doesn't make sense. It's poorly thought out, and though its character storylines are, most of the time, well done and emotional, and they're still good insofar as character interactions are concerned, I would say the character writers did a fantastic job, as they always have. The overall story writers, however, did a terrible job. And it's largely because of Drew Karpyshyn's departure from the team, because he was one of the lead influences upon the story for the first couple of games, and then left to go work on another project ahead of Mass Effect 3's release. And it's very clear that his departure took a lot of the soul of Mass Effect with it.
Yep. And honestly, I don't mind not saving Morden.
No, I don't either.
In that scene.
His like, death scene version of that course of events is magnificent.
It's beautiful, and it makes me happy that he died the way he wanted to.
Absolutely. You know, it's the culmination of, and they even use it in his lines, his attitude of, had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. You know, it like that is driven home in a really beautiful way in that scene.
So there's still some more blue stuff in here.
Yeah. So I gotta, like, follow where those connect.
Ooh.
So, like, I don't mind that.
Oh, yeah, there's a couple of...
Can I go through this? Nope.
No, we haven't opened those yet. We need to go where the wind is, because those are the the openings that it showed.
What in the world?
What did we do?
Oh, I think I flew out through one of its gills or something.
Oh, we're doing something.
What?
Oh, we're opening more things to break.
Oh.
So now we need to go outside. And yeah, now we need to go break those.
Alright. Clever. So...
That guy says the Reapers were winning. If it's only one, it can be killed. But if there's a couple dozen, you need a lot of forces, need a lot of sacrifices to win that. And
you mean like the giant fleets that every race has and that they misused because they were poorly led? Yeah.
You'll need a lot of forces and a lot of sacrifices to win that, and 24 doesn't come close to the Reaper's numbers. But yeah, more than die a hero. You mean like, you know, the whole sacrifices where we kill half the people in the galaxy at the end?
Like, I'm sorry, this is not a debate you're ever gonna gain ground on me with, man.
I mean, it's okay that you like it.
Yeah, I'm not saying
that you shouldn't have liked it.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're not allowed to like it. I'm just saying that you're never going to convince me to like it.
Yeah, you're not going to convince us that it was a good Mass Effect game simply because the story lacked a lot of what made the original, the first two, good.
And, you know, aside from citation of the countless instances of individual pieces of evidence for this, I can narrow it all down to one thing. Mass Effect 3 almost completely removed player choice in the agency of the story from any semblance of mattering.
Yep. Nothing we did in any of the others really mattered.
Yeah, none of your choices from 1 or 2 really matter in the grand scheme of things whatsoever. Very few of the choices you make throughout its narrative really matter. It's so much more of a linear game than either of the previous two. And that's the thing, is in a vacuum, that's okay. However, it's not in a vacuum. It's the third in a series that had already established certain trends that it failed to live up to. And that not only did it fail to live up to...
We need to go from the front.
Yeah. It was marketed as doing certain things that it didn't.
Yeah.
One of the things that I resent the most about Mass Effect 3 is that it was sold on the promise, the verbal, spoken promise, not just the perception from fans. The people from BioWare saying that due to the fact that this is intended as the conclusion of Shepard's story, this story, doesn't need to converge at the same rough ending place as the same way that Mass Effect 1 and 2 did, because they still had to lead into the same sequels. So they could only have so much deviation at the end point. 3 doesn't have that, or it wasn't supposed to.
Except you end up in the same place regardless.
Except you still end up in the color-coded ending with no real meaningful difference in the way that the game goes, regardless of play style or choices throughout the series or throughout the game. So all of that marketing saying that this was going to end up the most choice-driven entry in the series was a complete and total lie. Like, that's not even misrepresentation, it was a lie. And there's no argument to the contrary of it, because again, they were quoted as saying certain things that just were not true.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know a lot of people get angry about, you know, misrepresenting or intentionally misinterpreting certain things, because it's not what they wanted it to mean.
There's another one of those.
Yeah. When you say something in concrete terms, though, and then those are the terms that it ends up false for, there's not much wiggle room in there, you know?
And it's totally... I'm going to reiterate this. It's totally okay to like the game.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because here's the thing. I do. As much as I will criticize the shit out of it till the day I die, I do still like Mass Effect 3. It was just a disappointment.
Yep. That guy says, agree to disagree. Understood. That said, can we agree that many of the faults are from EA's rush to get the game done?
Absolutely.
18 months, if I remember right. Oh, yeah,
100%. I do not fault BioWare much for the faults of that game. I 100% fault EA. Because
that's just not to say that the faults aren't there.
Yeah, exactly. Whether or not...
we can't base it on the game it was supposed to be.
Exactly. You know, it's the same reason that I'll criticize as much as I love Fallout New Vegas so much. I recognize it was given an unreasonably short deadline, even though the team could have delivered a much more robust game.
Instead, it feels very empty.
Exactly. The pressures from the publisher are what caused the faults that it has. However, the faults are there, regardless of whose fault it is, and I think it's fair to point them out.
Yeah, we can't judge a game on the game it was meant to be. We can only judge it for what it is.
Like, they were even pretty clear in one of the interviews, like, surprisingly so, because I used to subscribe to Game Informer magazine when magazines were still relevant in the gaming industry. And
shots fired.
Sorry, Andy. Anyway, I still follow him on Twitter anyway. They were interviewed and were surprisingly candid about the fact that they included multiplayer in Mass Effect 3 due to pressures from the publisher. Because it was something that a lot of other really successful games that had started as single-player franchises had started to do, such as Uncharted, for instance. And then the publisher was like, look, Mass Effect is huge, we want you guys to integrate multiplayer into it, also we're giving you a short window, have fun. And so that's why I've said so many times in the past that game development is a zero-sum game, no matter how much any given developer or publisher will tell you that the inclusion of multiplayer in an otherwise single-player narrative-driven game will not take away from that narrative. They are lying to you, because there's only so much money, so much time, so many people to go around.
And if they're spending time and money and people on one aspect, they're not spending it on another aspect.
Yeah, like...
That's just how it works.
Exactly.
That's not to blame them or anything like that. That's just the way it works.
Yeah, that's just how it is.
So you just have to understand that if a game series that was one or the other splits off to become both, that other is going to suffer in some manner for it.
Oh, yeah.
Not necessarily making it a bad what it originally was, just that it will not be what it could have been if they had focused purely on that, just because of the investitures in it. Like, that's just how that works.
I mean, like, and you can take some of the sting out of that through streamlining of development cycles and stuff, and, you know, segmenting the crew. Even so, though, at the end of the day, if 90% of your team is still working on the narrative aspect and 10% is working on the multiplayer, that's 10%
that's not on the narrative aspect.
Isn't on the narrative aspect, so that's 10% of work that isn't going toward it.
Yeah, that's just
There's
the way
no
it works.
working around that at the end of the day.
That doesn't necessarily mean the end product won't be good.
No,
it just
absolutely
means
not.
that it's not going to be the same as it would have been otherwise.
Like the,
and you just have to be okay with that.
Exactly. Like the folks that are nervous, I think they're rightfully so, about the inclusion of multiplayer in Rockstar's new Red Dead game. I think if anybody has the chops to deliver a good single-player narrative experience alongside a solid multiplayer experience,
it's going to be
I think Rockstar can. At the end of the day, though, ask yourself honestly, if they weren't doing multiplayer at all, do you think maybe that stellar single-player might have just a little more polish, just a few more details, a little more effort put in somewhere?
Probably,
yeah. Of course. Even if it's really, really good, it could have been better if they hadn't done multiplayer. Regardless of how amazing it is, you could have had just that extra 1% more. And
that's just how that works.
That's just how it is. So, anyway, moving on.
Let's see. Miss T says, from what all I've heard talking about Mass Effect, which is quite a lot, 3 didn't match well with the other 2 in the series.
Not really.
Which pretty well convinces me not to like it as part of that series. And that guy says, I'm still mad about the Legion getting shafted from New Vegas' production time.
Yeah.
Give devs what they need.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, if there's any lesson to take from New Vegas, from Mass Effect 3, and any other number of examples, it's...
Don't pressure them.
Yeah, don't give devs hard deadlines. You know, give them rough ideas of, okay, we're going to give you 1, 3, 5, however many years. At the end of that cycle, though, if they say the game isn't ready... Give them the extra time, because here's the thing, from a publishing standpoint, not just a creative integrity standpoint, from a person at a desk whose job it is to make money position, What will benefit you the most in the long run? A short cash-in on people that got a lot of pre-orders and a lot of week 1 sales who have not yet read reviews. Yeah, you're going to get several $1 million out of that. However, you're not going to get nearly as many long-term sales once those reviews start coming in and saying, oh, this is a rushed, glitchy mess, don't get this, as opposed to spending the extra time and maybe not releasing it in an ideal sales period such as Q4 near Christmas, you know? In the long run, you're still going to see more sales quarter to quarter to quarter to quarter to year to year to year than you are in that short-term ideal sales period. Now, I get investors don't like to hear that. Investors think 1 quarter ahead. I get that. They need to tell the investors to fuck off, though, because at the end of the day, those investors are going to see more returns themselves if they do it smartly. And most of the gaming industry, at the AAA level at least, not necessarily indie whatsoever, although some of them, they're very short-sighted. They're looking for the quick money. They're not looking for the long-term sales. And I think that's where a lot of them go wrong. Yeah. So,
like, for one of my new favorite games, that's what happened with FF15. Because it went through development hell, the investors saw, well, it's been worked on for 9 years. Yeah. So, even discounting the fact that the team that actually finally made it had only had it for a very short amount of time. Oh, yeah. It wasn't ready. Yeah. And they said as much, but it's, you know, they had the deadline, so they had to release it.
And that's a great case study for my point, insofar as most people are only aware, if they're even aware at all, of the fact that Final Fantasy XV was in development for 10 years. That's only somewhat true. The version that made it to stores was only in development for about 3 years, because it was totally remade twice over under the old team.
In different engines.
Yeah, different engines. Then the old director and a lot of the old team stepped away due to health issues after the director had his issues. So they got a new director, a new team, a new engine.
And a new concept for where to take it.
Yeah, so this game that was in development for 7 years at that point already pretty much got started over from square one. Which meant that them suddenly saying, oh, well, we've already put all this time and effort into this from the boardroom meeting kind of perspective, it was only half true speaking of it in that perspective anyway, because they hadn't. They'd pretty much scrapped the old one and then just took the old one's name and art design and put it on a new one.
And the main character.
And then expected this new one to sort of have the momentum of the old one.
Which, of course,
and that's not reasonable.
Which is why, when it came out, it did feel unfinished. And it's part of why Tabata-san, the director, has worked so hard to release so many of the episode DLCs to sort of fill in the holes in the narrative that they had plans for, that they just didn't have the time to actually implement into the game. And it's also why, every now and then, even before Royal Edition was even truly told, like, anybody said anything about it, they were releasing small updates that added in more voice lines,
little
more
things,
details into dungeons, things that honestly we wouldn't have noticed if I hadn't been replaying it and been like, this wasn't here when we first went through it. And then of course Royal Edition comes out with a whole bunch more stuff implemented in it, so they're getting the chance, because it was well enough received, to essentially kind of fix it a little bit after the fact, closer to what they had initially wanted for it. But most games aren't going to get that.
The comments about that game on every thread that I see on social media, and to a certain extent, even within the chat of our own community whenever we've streamed that game, is always from the people that are asking about it. It's just like, oh, isn't this that game that they spent a whole lot of time on and then it was really short and not that great? Like, that's what the general consensus about that game is. Had they instead decided, all right, we put a lot of money into this. We've scrapped what we put all that money into, though, for the most part. We kind of have to just write that off as a loss. Let's treat this as a new project, even if it is carrying the old name.
To be fair, they did actually do that. It's when Tabata-san got control of it that it went from Final Fantasy 13 or Versus 13.
Yeah, and that's when it transitioned to 15.
Final Fantasy, like they crossed out the Versus 13 and in comes the Final Fantasy 15 logo.
So
they did attempt to do that to some extent. They just didn't go far enough with separating it.
They made the effort to appear as though they had done that. I don't think internally they had really committed to doing that.
No, not internally, no.
And so had they taken just an extra 1 year to really finish 15, how many more sales do you think that game would have earned in the short term and the long term? Because the short term, you're not going to end up getting all of the claims that, oh, this is a clunky mess with all these glitches and the pacing is weird. They'd have had time to iron all of that out. They'd have had time to fill in more of the missing story gaps.
Well, I guess you can kind of look at that, but based on how many sales did you get from Royal Edition and PC Edition?
Yeah, because there were so many people saying, well, it sounds like the game's finally finished now. I guess I'll get it since now this is like the Game of the Year version. And, unfortunately, the numbers of those sales aren't publicly available yet. I hope at some point they are, because I would love to compare that.
So we can kind of see, sort of, like, this is what you could have had.
Exactly.
Without the negative press part.
Yeah. So, my point to all of that is, yeah, you're absolutely right in that, for, the case of Mass Effect 3, and, of course, several others, regardless of, whose fault it really is at the end of the day, because there's always a mess of things that are muddying those waters anyway, it is not, most of the time, the fault of the actual developers when games end up incomplete or glitchy, etc. It's often a multitude of factors that affect that. My argument, though, is that at the end of the day, regardless of the things that caused it, it's my place as a critic to call those things out, regardless of what caused them.
Yeah,
so.
We have to.
Yeah.
That guy says Metro Exodus was slated for late this year, but got pushed back to the first quarter of 2019, so it'd be more polished.
And I was very happy to hear that.
I'd rather it be late than shit.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
100%.
All right, let's,
the
Leviathan.
Yeah, so a giant Leviathan creature. Oh. Who is there? Something small, like a mote of dust, settling to rest. A little mote sitting before the Leviathan. Not flitting about at the edges of sight, but here. Here, solid and not my sunken imagination playing more tricks. Well, you are the first new movement I've seen in a long time. Movement not of this place, not bound by its unwinding mechanism. Something different. But much has been lost to the forgetful silence, the mute shells and stones upon the shores. Past glories, struggles, falls, all overgrown, cloaked by sediment, or dissolved in the still pall draped upon this world. That pall is the stasis of wind, balled up within me. Balled, gathered, pooled by mistake, I am the side effect of a great civilization, a titanic conflict, fueled by wind. All of it ended when the wind gathered to me and failed to flow. But thanks to you, it has stirred from stillness. It has the chance to be free again. Before all else, you must understand one thing. Whether it bring conflict or prosperity, movement means life. Stagnation and death are twins. When wind is balled up, kept locked away, all else loses momentum and rolls to a quiet end. But you can't help but fly and dive and swim. You're a bright spark of life I did not expect. You may be the final movement that the inverse will see. My shell has long been my confine, and all else here has been tangled and knotted for ages. You are the only thing left to pull things loose, to disturb the silence. So I say this to you. When freed, wind will surge ever forward. I wish to continue on in some lighter form. If you carry my wind with you, to the heights and to the depths, it is yours. As long as you move forward, life continues, even if someplace, sometime else. Remember this as you go. Forge ahead, and do not fall into stupor.
That guy says, cool as this Leviathan is, I'm gonna leave. Good night.
Alrighty, have a good one, man.
So that would be why this was called the Mornsea or whatever.
I'm really liking these poetic monologues that each of the demigods gives us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, his shell just disintegrated.
Well, I guess it doesn't really need that form anymore.
Yeah.
So down we go. It's turning.
Yeah.
Is everything powering down?
Seems like it, yeah. There's the gate. So that was underwater.
It was? I thought it was the same gate.
Was it? I thought it was some underwater gate.
No, I didn't. It didn't look underwater to me.
Okay. Yeah, I did have a little more features around it, so...
Just
Where
look for the
was
purple
that?
glowy thing.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, there we go.
I wonder what the next one will be like.
I don't know. I'm definitely glad I changed airframes, because I cannot imagine doing those tight maneuvers in the super fast one.
No.
Like, that would have gotten really frustrating.
But I was right, wasn't I?
Like,
Having to go into the tunnel things.
yeah, I just wasn't about to do it all in sequence. Like, that was still a freaking suicide run.
Well, I didn't tell you to do it in sequence. I just said you had to go in there.
I just wanted to do them hit and run one at a time and get in and out.
Well,
Because my worry was, since the whole thing is moving up and down...
Yeah, I know, that you would hit the walls too
Yeah,
much.
like it would pull the ceiling down on me and crush me. So I had to go in when it was relatively still, get in, get out.
And here we are gonna charge whatever the thing is.
Yep. I gotta pay closer attention to this column meter thing and see how close we are. Oh. Alright, that filled a little farther than I thought it would.
Oh.
Oh, that...
I think that leads somewhere else.
Alright. I did not expect to open the... Oh, that's another gate.
That's another gate.
Cool.
So we need to go down there.
Yeah.
Let's
Alright.
go talk to our buddy first.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Misty says, lol. I need to BRB first.
Do you want to do that now, or should
Yes.
I? Okay.
I had a lot to drink at dinner, okay?
Okay.
I'm
Pardon me.
sorry about your voice there.
Yeah. At least I'm able to give some of these ancient entities cool, raspy, like, resonant voices. That's actually something that I've had some frustrations with this week, because I got a lot of momentum rolling on doing some small voice acting and voiceover gigs over the last few weeks, and pardon me. Then this happened, and like I can't record anything right now, whether it's for the channel or for voice work, and I'm like, I'm sitting with everything on pause, which is part of why I've thrown myself so single-mindedly at all the side channel work as far as setting all that stuff up. Because it's something I can at least feel like I'm producing for, and not just wasting my time. Good?
Okay. While I figure out how to sit back down again. Come on, computer.
Okay.
So, hang on. Oh. Move that here. Okay.
Checkerino? Okay.
I believe so, yes.
Did you see that? Something activated within the mountain. The inverse is reacting to the wind you've returned from the other chambers. It's changing it somehow. Do you think maybe the wind you've returned has jump-started the final gate? The final gate?
Alright.
Are we gonna finish this game tonight?
I don't know.
I didn't think we were that close to the end. Okay. Well, whatever it was, it's a promising new direction for our search. I'm curious to see what you'll find. Is there anything else you'd like to know? Sure.
Nope.
About you, maybe?
No, we already asked about all those.
We've already heard all those. Okay.
Huh? Okay, I guess we go in the mountain.
Yeah, I guess so. Alright. Let's do this then.
Go into the mountain. There was an opening. You have to click out, remember?
Oh, right. So
go down in there.
That.
Yeah, with the 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, anytime we see the wind going in a direction, that's usually a sign that there are things there.
Yeah. Okay, so I gotta go
up and then turn around.
Yeah. So like in here.
Yep.
Whoa.
This is cool.
Yeah.
Where do you think this is gonna go?
I have no idea.
I'm excited. Where do you go? Because this one doesn't have a label, I don't think. Having fun.
Is it just me or does that thing look like the Iron Giant?
I always thought so. I always thought so. Whoa.
Dusk Prism.
What is that? Oh, look, more things to hit. Go ahead and hit those.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Cool freebie.
Wiggle.
Whoa. Alright.
Did we get the relic?
A lot's happening. What is that? What's this? Are these those servitor things that we saw the statue about earlier? Because they're a lot larger than I thought they were.
Was that a relic that we need to go back for?
I don't know. A winged one. A peculiar visitor. An intruder.
No!
In this garden you have come to find the last of what you seek. And to disturb its warden.
Sorry?
Visitor, let me explain the elegance of this place. This garden is a pocket held between the order of the inverse and the chaos of the cosmos. Alright, what exactly does that mean? It is a miniature void, child of the ancients' works and their misdoings.
Okay.
Layer by layer, a crystalline refuge grows here. As for me, my duties are simple. Tend to this place, keep my creator's memories stowed away, and watch intruders. Just watch, huh? So not smash and destroy? Cool, I'm down for just watching. Take care to glide softly. Locked away from the eons, sheltered from the decay of my people, the treasure here has remained safe, and the inverse safe from it. If you take it, I wonder, what will you do with it?
Leave the inverse. I'm really creeped out.
Oh, so he's just there.
Can we go around behind and see? Can you like pan around to look behind where we came from?
Yeah.
Because there was a relic, but we didn't get the hologram.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a lot of wind in here too. Alright, let me grab all this, and then we'll go deal with Guardian Guy.
We'll need to see if the relic that we saw is... if we actually got it.
I'm pretty sure I did.
But it usually shows us what relic we got.
That's true. Well, unless it's just a fragment.
But it didn't say that we had a fragment either.
Oh. I don't know.
We didn't get a single message about it.
That's a little strange.
That's why I wanted to go back to where we were. To check it. Don't go through there.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Cool. Can't tell if those are eyes or plants or something else. Oops. Yeah. Wait. Where am I? What? Oh.
Go over here.
Here we go. I confused myself.
I think there,
okay,
that way.
I turned over. There we go. Yeah, it was right here. So I got it. I don't know why I didn't see anything about it. Alright, anyway. Hi.
Our achievement said the hologram.
Yeah. I hope they're just holograms.
This place is really creepy.
Oh, I'm in like what? The hell just happened? Whoa.
We just got spat at. We can't touch the floor.
Okay. Where's the door? That wasn't my frame of reference. There's the door. Okay. I'm gonna start my journey from the door. Oh, that's not the door. Okay, well, how am I meant to grab these if I can't?
Don't go too close.
Okay.
Because you can get them from above.
Yeah. All right. I just have to skirt really carefully over the surface. Then.
That's the door.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So this is where I was earlier. All right. It's just like I hardly even skimmed the surface of that cloudy stuff, and it sucked me in.
Yeah.
So I have to take this really carefully.
Yep. But he says, by the way, the Crash Trilogy is going to be on PC soon.
Oh, cool. I didn't realize they were going to port it. Oh, crap. It's like roiling a little, too. Whoa. Alright.
You didn't see those, did you?
Oh, no, because they were submerged for a second.
I saw them when you were coming up closer to this.
There we go.
I think you were just too focused on something other.
No.
I saw it when you were coming, like, when it came down.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I've seen some of these things, and then they disappear. So.
I know. I saw it prior to you. You weren't paying attention to that section at the time.
Well, I'm not going to pay attention to something I can't see.
You were misunderstanding me, but whatever. It's fine.
Do I go into these weird flower things?
Sure, why not?
Let's find out. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
Misty says, I just realized this thing makes sounds. Nice facts. Oh, guess we get to rip through things again.
Yeah, I'll go carefully. He did say to...
tread.
Yeah, fly smoothly or whatever.
Gently,
yeah.
or something along those lines.
I'll try not...
Oh, there's another one over there.
Oh, that's a thing. Uh-oh. Am I going to make him mad if I touch that?
There's a...
Yeah, I know.
Couple.
Yeah. Oh, dang it, I missed. Crap.
Go get the other side, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, there's that heartbeat of a relic. I don't know where. It's around here somewhere, though.
And you missed that one, too.
It's harder than it looks, okay? Gotcha. Okay. I'm nervous about hitting that.
There was a second one.
Yeah, I thought so too. Where was that? There it is. Gotcha.
We did a thing.
Oh, open a door.
Let's not break the thing yet.
I don't know.
You want to break the thing?
I mean, I'm here, so, like, I might as well. It's just, I have a feeling it's gonna make him mad. You know what? We're doing it. We're doing it. Whoa. That was weirdly slow motion-y.
Oh, it just opened to this.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's go through the door we opened. Which one was it? That one? That one?
That's a good question.
Well, just pick one.
This one, I guess. Whoa. Well, okay. So much for flying carefully. Man, I cannot imagine doing some of this with mouse and keys. You didn't see that?
Why did we do that?
Because this game has trained me to do that this whole time.
I know, but, like, was there a reason for us to have done that?
I don't know.
What are we
Shortcut?
in?
I have no idea. This almost looks organic. Like, I think maybe we're inside of a giant plant right now.
He did call it a garden.
He did. You know, like, obviously there's all these, like, blossom things, so... my thumb is slipping. Ah, no. Ah! Okay, there we go. Like, I couldn't let go of the stick, except I needed to reposition my thumb for a second.
She says maybe that's why he said to fly gently.
Yeah. I don't know.
About the fact that we haven't been...
Splat. Okay.
Oh, we're
Okay,
back
more
in
levers.
this room. So where's the other door?
Oh, there are so many more levers.
So many levers.
I think this is a new room.
This is a new room.
Yeah.
Oh, so many levers. Over there, too.
Yeah. This is definitely just a game of go toward the shiny thing and see what happens. That is a large door.
It's a door, right?
I think it's a door.
It's an
Or
elevator.
an elevator.
Or a box.
What is you?
I don't know.
Is it gonna open? Okay.
What's underneath?
Maybe it was like a lid. Yeah, there's stuff
Yeah.
underneath it. So it's sort of a door. It's just a really thick door. Okay. Whoa. Alright.
Follow the wind, as usual?
Yeah. Alright, through here. Click, click, click.
Oh, it was another key.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh.
I changed its colors.
Oh, we're slowly opening different sections of it.
Yeah. Alright, so where to now?
Oh, underneath. Maybe we can go under and in.
Maybe.
Just follow the lots of wind, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, I can go inside of this. I would not have thought of that. Okay. Activated more things.
We need to go into those. Those are the waggity doos.
Oh, there's more of those fungus cluster things. Doinkly doink. Uh-oh.
We missed it.
I have no control when I'm hurtling like that. Oh, God!
So you need to go up and into the blue thing.
Where'd it go?
It's behind you now. Right there. It was right there.
What?
Turn around.
That?
No, it is right there, right below you.
Oh, okay. Alright. What did I did?
I don't know. Do we go into it again?
It seems all powered off. That's open, though.
I guess we go that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, because it went into a new position and then sunk back into... So we resocketed it.
Yeah.
I guess go through the wind door now.
Okay. Away we go.
I think we're turning things on that maybe we're not supposed to be turning on.
That's entirely possible. Whoa. Alright, I'll just follow where this seems to have naturally pointed me. Whoa.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm so glad I switched to a controller, because as many, like, smooth maneuvers as I've needed to do, I would not have had the ability to do this well.
Whoa.
With a keyboard.
Oh, we're back out here?
Yeah, this is the central chamber. So, where to from?
Oh, we did a thing.
It's doing a thing.
Oh, one of them is down now. I think we're opening the treasure chest.
Yeah.
Are you mad at us?
Mr. Watcher? Oh, he looks mad. Sir? Well, you can certainly pry. Deep below, ancient machinery has ceased to hum, its cores pulled out. You must have taken them. Wind from another place, suspended in small relics. Those relics, the cores, do you know what they truly are? They are the last vestiges of the ancients' power, and they root me here. But the cores have another destiny. At their end, the ancients learned something. You must see it as well. The decay of our inverse is unstoppable. I mean, entropy is an unstoppable force. Those cores are their final testament, the keys to a final but unfinished effort. Even if you gather them all, what then? I get the hell out of here, man. That's what. Alright.
Where do we go to next?
That is a good question. That's the thing is, I don't know which of these I've gone through.
Go into the other flower. That flower. Just go into that flower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If it leads us to the same place, then...
Yeah.
Because this one's still lit.
Yeah, that's true.
I think the different flowers are, like, open.
Yeah.
As we do things, but I could...
This one still has a cracky thing, so I haven't gone in here yet. Whoa, okay.
Go in that.
Yeah.
Go in tunnel.
I'm just kind of like stream of consciousness following where it seems to point me at this point. Alright, splorch.
Here we go.
Yep. Oh god, that's a window.
Yeah.
That's a door. Alright.
Go down. So there was downward motion there.
Hang on, let me get into this. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because it goes down.
Yeah. Okay. So there. Okay. Oh. Heartbeaty thrum for a relic. Ooh, okay, that goes somewhere. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh, my thumb. I have to reposition it. No. Okay, there we go. I don't know how I managed to pull that off.
Magic.
I'm just that good. Okay. Anything else in here? No. Ooh, hello. I don't know where you go. I'm gonna follow you, though. Ooh, God. Oh,
Oops.
So fast.
Oops.
Well, I'm trying to fly carefully.
Clearly that's only working so... Ooh,
It's,
levers. Lots of them.
a little harder than it looks.
So a whole bunch of levers in here.
Yeah. Clunk.
I think at least 4.
Yeah, I feel like I'm missing things on this level. Like, there are so many of these, like, other little paths that I'm not following this, so
okay.
I may have missed a few relics here and there.
Oh, I know we have, based on the relic screen. Because there are blank spaces in between some, so I'm sure that means that there were some on the levels before.
Yeah. Oh, wait. No? Okay. It's just, like, I feel like I've explored most of the levels so far pretty thoroughly. This one, though, like, I know I'm missing pretty large corridors.
Okay, so that's another one of those keys.
Yeah. Alrighty. Wunkle. There we go. Whoa.
And even more.
Yeah.
I saw the wind over there.
Yep. There we go. Oh, jeez.
So
Just
many.
trying to hit all these is like a weird aerial test. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong way. Okay.
Go in the area where there's wind. Because that always leads to stuff.
Oh, yep, I see a lever.
More than one.
Oh, jeez. Crunch! Whoa.
There's stuff in here, so...
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think I've stared slack-jawed at a game as much as I have at this one.
Another key.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna need to go upwards.
Yeah. Alright, where am I right now? Okay, there we go.
So we missed the thing we broke through.
Yep.
No.
Crap. Alright, hang on. Again, the perches like catapult me to a point where it's kind of difficult to maneuver afterward at times.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. So do I like double hit it? Yeah, there we go. What did that do?
Ooh.
That looks important. Looks a little like a cannon, doesn't it?
Follow that way.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So yeah, just go where the wind is.
Yeah.
That hasn't steered us wrong so far. So we go in whichever flower is open, and then just follow the wind.
Uh-huh.
Whoa.
Okay. Not sure what's going on here. Oh, it's more of this fog stuff. Okay. Is there anything else in here?
Go through
Not
the
really.
breaky thing. Always go through the breaky doos.
Smash! Whoa. Oh, I think these are those windows I saw earlier. Alright.
Miss T goes, just a smidge cannon-like. Oh.
Oh. Alright. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Oh, it threw me right into it. There's another one of those weird relic things. Okay. Cool. Thanks for throwing me in the right way. Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
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 There we go. Where am I?
Just keep going.
Just
keep going.
Straight through the weird fog demiplane. Okay, alright, we're free again, I think.
Mm-hmm.
How angry is he now?
2 of 3.
Did he turn red or something?
I don't know. Or is he just kind of like, fine.
Well, whatever you're going to do, you're going to do. I mean, it's your choice, your life, and all that. Whoa, he's even glowier.
Is he bigger?
Nah, he... Oh.
Oh, he's red.
I called it. I knew he was going to turn red. You amuse me. Like a life form, you continue on, seeking the power still in the bones of our world.
Well, I mean, we are an AI.
Yeah.
Like an actual AI.
I mean, like, could I pontificate to you about what defines life and what... Like, am I sentient? Like, is alive and sentient a different thing? Like, I just want to hear your opinions about
Miss
this.
T goes back to the garden.
Yeah. A great power capable of shaping worlds, sundering them. Not born from agents, but truly borrowed. Hard to predict, harder still to control. What you attempt has been attempted before.
Has it? How'd it go?
As they did, you've gathered the wind. The portal has been rekindled. It grows with each contribution. I wonder, where they failed, how will you fare
I know
better?
how. Because the demigods still existed
Yeah?
prior to us. We
Yeah.
have their wind.
So, well, I mean, I think maybe he's referring to
Them.
the ancients, or to the demigods, who
I
knows?
know, but like, we have the demigods' wind,
Yeah.
which I don't think anybody who tried this before us had. Or they wouldn't have existed for us to take the wind from.
Also, sir, could you tell me what constitutes failure? I am assuming death is involved.
Like, I just
Yeah.
wanna... Did they go home and feel horrible about themselves, like they didn't accomplish much in life?
Miss T
Or
says
did
all the way
they
angry.
just
All the way.
explode? It's really the exploding part that I'm worried
Well,
about.
I mean, like, the archaeologists had to come from somewhere, right? So maybe they're not all the way dead, you know? Oh, is that all you're gonna...
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Thanks. Cool. Glowy Rafiki man. Appreciate it.
Uh-huh. Can we, Where's the next flower? That's really... I don't like it.
I don't know.
Uh,
Is it like...
I guess we'll have to go
Around-
fly around a little bit. Find a place that's still glowing.
Yeah.
Because each of these other entrances...
Oh, what did I do? What?
I don't know.
Oh.
Oh, there's
another
there's
one.
the flower.
Okay. Alright. I was confused there for a second. I was like, did I activate the third one on accident?
No.
Could you just look at me right side up for once? Like, that's really off-putting, you constantly hanging upside down.
Yeah,
Okay.
the flower. Misty says, don't
Oh.
die here. Woo! Obscure references.
Oh, he jumps. Oh, I didn't realize he'd move. Okay, where's that flower at?
Flowers over there. I think that's what we're here for.
There it is. Yeah, I think that center thing is the actual portal.
Or what the power of whatever
Yeah.
we're here for.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa.
oh.
Alright, there was a weird little, like, pop in there, so I couldn't see. And then it all just sort of appeared in front of me. The hell are those? You'll see those, right? Those little streaming purple mote things. I don't know, what's up with that? Oh, this is an underwater part. Okay.
Oh, I don't like it.
Oh, this is instantly creepy.
Oh, I don't want to be here.
Oh, whoa. Oh, this feels Lovecraftian all of a sudden. Like, none of the underwater parts in this game have felt creepy until now. This one, for some reason, does.
It's because of the color palette.
Yeah.
There's no light here except what we bring.
Yeah. And something about, like, darkness underwater is deeply unsettling to me.
Oh, I don't like it here.
Oops. Yeah, I went too fast. Shell thing? Do I do anything with you?
No.
Nope.
Because we've seen those before.
Yeah.
Is that what we came in?
I think that's the tunnel we came... Yeah. That was the tunnel we came in through.
Misty goes, very weird. Can I nope? I would like to nope, except we have to do this to get...
I am noping
Oh, in
internally.
there, in
Whoa,
there.
speaking of internally.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't like this.
Oh,
Oh.
oh God! Alright,
Oh.
suddenly I'm in air again. Alright, that was jarring. Crunch. There. Oh, he turned gold. I have been thinking. This place has a brittle arrangement. A precarious existence. Its form a latticework of elements. That's the first time I've screwed him up. Easily disrupted, scattered to the wind. But you drive on, attempting what has failed before, gathering the wind of an eclipsed world. Logic dictates you will fail, but you'll still try. If by chance you do succeed, will you carry the legacy of the inverse? I mean, that is sort of the promise I've made to all of the demigods so far, so, I mean, that's the plan. Will you remember us?
Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and do the thing, sir. We're out of the conversation now. We have to do the thing. Start on this side.
He's in, like, a control room.
Because that other side is the other direction.
Yeah. Clunk, clink, clank. And clink, clank, clunk. Okay. Now what?
In the middle, right there.
Here we go. Alright, see ya.
Bye!
Good talking to you.
I don't like that you teleport. It's really disturbing.
Okay.
Oh, there's key things over there. What? Yay!
Alright, that was simple enough. So that's happening underwater, because I see those shell things. Alright. That's a door.
That's in that big room, I think. I think it'll let us start here, yeah.
What the? Am I already underwater, or?
No, it's not underwater.
Weird. Oh god.
We maybe missed the thing? Yeah, we missed the thing.
Okay, let me try that again.
Because, yeah, we go through there.
I gotta go through here. Oh god, scrape through. There we go.
There we go. We did it.
Oh, that was the third one.
Yeah.
And so the third pillar falls dark.
Now what?
So, yeah, now what? Is that a wormhole?
Go straight for it.
I'm starting to think that's a wormhole. Relic acquired.
Exhausted core. Serpent remnant.
These serpents inhabit the space between the pockets of the inverse, a realm starved of wind. Whenever the ancients opened a path from the sun chamber, a serpent would appear to devour expeditions whole. Eventually, the ancients learned to lure and trap these assailants. So they're creatures that live in the substrata.
Weird.
Okay.
Illuminate. Disassemble.
There we go. Deadened eye. By their accounts, only one was ever found. There was a temptation it held over them, something that drew and held their gaze. Huh.
Can we go down one more?
Spent cores. I never knew I could rotate these. Evidence of a failed experiment. In their final hour, the ancients tried desperately to sunder the inverse and open a door to salvation. A central fixture of the remaining void. Only this shell remains.
What?
I can't tell what that means.
Maybe we should go?
Oh, the door's open.
Go in the door.
Is he? Oh, he left.
Go in the door.
Okay.
He's probably waiting for us, and there are no more plants or anything.
Yeah. Alright. Apologies for the jittery frame rate. It's acting up again. Oh, here we go. Whoa. Alright, pop in all of a sudden. I'm starting to think this game isn't all that greatly optimized. What? Whoa! Oh god! That's a window! Okay. Huh? Alright, pop in again. I don't think the volumetric fog is supposed to do that.
I don't know. We'll need to look around.
Yeah. That seems... Yeah, because that's just pop in. I don't know what's going on. I kind of figured we were flying through, like, the portal with a capital P.
I guess not yet. Go back through. I think maybe we're done here.
Yeah, maybe.
Because this is it.
Where's the door? Is it this? I think maybe. I don't know. Ooh.
Go. Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Is there like another way here? No. Okay. Because, yeah, this is the middle of those central three things. I got the thing in the middle of...
So go back towards the door, I guess. The exit?
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe I should not peace out ahead of archaeologist and leave without him, come to think of it. Alright.
I feel like there's...
I do feel like we're missing something.
Yeah, because this is not open yet.
Yeah. Or is it? No?
Haha.
Whoa. Oh.
Another relic.
Alright. Auto-absorb! And there it is. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just sort of letting the game do what it wants to at this point.
This place was very strange.
Yeah. This is a strange stream of consciousness sort of experience. I really do think we might finish this tonight, though. I didn't think we would. Apparently so, though. Oh, hey!
Oh.
That looks important.
We turned on a thing. We should go talk to him.
Yeah.
So go back up and out. We're in the...
Oh, I see, yeah.
Because we came back through the portal.
Right. Okay. Whoop. No, that doesn't go where I thought it would. Here we go. Okay.
Now we go find...
Where'd you go, friend? Somewhere.
that opened.
Yeah.
So we'll have to remember that this central thing opens now.
I don't see him.
There
There he is. Okay. Take me away, gravity. Okay. So I did something significant.
Oh, that looks important.
Yeah. Deliverable relics. Let's give him all those. Oh man, so many. Okay.
Doctor.
So I found a lot of things. Cartographer. It's great to see you again. What did you find? An AI warden. Was that thing an AI?
Yeah,
Is that why it was called the hologram?
hologram? Yeah.
So that's why it moved so weirdly. A sentient, speaking, artificial intelligence. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, keeping present company in mind. What did it tell you about the ancient's escape? Were there any clues? Was this gate, or was the gate, in its chamber? Escape is unlikely. That was the last gate this world had. Unless you've seen another in your journeys, it was our last chance. Oh, so that's what all that meant. That gate doesn't work anymore. So the one that we thought was the final gate had already,
I don't know.
like, stopped working.
I didn't see another gate, though.
I think that thing that was floating in the middle was the wreckage of what was once the gate. Just go get him. He's gonna keep clawing at the door.
It's just you were in the middle of talking, so...
You're also spilling a drink.
It's not spilled.
Okay.
There is no wetness.
I guess it's just us now. So I can either give him ... or their attempt destroyed the sun.
Wait, how did we know that?
Yeah, I don't... That's not the gist I got out of what that guy told us. Like, he said something about gathering all the winds. Thing is, the sun, at least the sunfish, it was still there for me to get, so either there were more than one, or, like... I'm not following. I think that's what I'm supposed to say, though. Let me see what happens if I do ... Hang on, I'm just curious. Yes. Yes, if there's a common thread among their history, it's that the ancients seem to have a path of destruction follow them. Wait. Did you say sun?
No.
No, I specifically didn't choose that conversation topic. That's it! The final gate isn't a gate at all, it's the sun! This is it! We found what we were looking for. Go, my friend. Go see if you can activate it.
Because the central thing opened for us.
Yeah. By the way, if this works, make sure there isn't anything left that we should take with us. So this is the point of no return. Once we go through, we probably won't come back. Is there anything else you'd like to know? Anything? Do you have anything else to say about these demigods? Not, I've found a few.
No.
Okay, we've already seen that. Okay. So I think I've already seen all of his dialogue. That's all. Depart.
So did we want to look for more of the relics, or there's a breaky thing on top here?
Yeah, I see. Crunch. Whoa. Oh, okay. Gale Aerophone. Illuminate. Harmonic bars.
Each airframe's speed.
Possibly the most intricate instrument ever produced by the ancients. The simple combination of wind and percussion revolutionized music for the inverse. Can I, like...
Misty says that was a little contrived bit of dialogue.
It was. That was some of the clunkiest.
Let's go through each of the...
Yeah.
There's two of them, so pick one and go through it.
Well, the other one just goes outside. I think they all just go outside. Yeah. Like, some of the dialogue in this game, especially with the demigods, is, like, really elegant and poetic, and then something like that is really, like, clunky and stilted. Like, I feel like maybe multiple writers worked on it, and they're not all at the same skill level. I mean,
or they forgot to put in a...
The hell is that?
I think that was our first
game. Oh, yeah. I'm just looking at it from an angle that made it look like an orb instead of a ring. Okay, alright.
Did we want to go and try and find all the orbs? Or, I mean, the relics?
Yes, no. Like, if I were just playing this on my own, probably. Another relic, okay. I'm finding a few for free right now. Pristine Sentinel. Turn around. These vessels were a garish adaptation when compared to the ancients' other means of collecting wind. Intended to stem their hemorrhaging network, they were introduced at a most desperate time. So, whoa! That's weird. Conductive circlet. Individually, their wind output is not tremendous, but their collective contribution may have once been significant. They resemble the components found at the hearts of transverse gates, their contents valued enough to be hidden from view. Yeah, because they're, like, cloaked. Interesting. Okay, anyway. Yeah, if I were just playing this on my own, I'd probably go full completionist and go try to find everything. I feel like that's going to really,
there's a glowy down there.
That's going to drag everything to a screeching halt, though, and I do, like, if I can finish this right now, then...
Can you go to the menu real quick?
Yeah. I don't think I can save in another file, that's the thing.
I want to see the relics.
Oh.
Your relics list.
Oh, I found a lot more than I thought. Wait.
Oh, this is just all the relics you have.
Oh. Yeah. Ooh, hang on. Okay, I do know a way that we can see how many I have of the total. We return to main menu. Because on the load
it,
screen,
yeah.
it shows you how many you have of the grayed out total possibility. Because if there's only like 3 left, then...
You know what? I bet all those dots.
Ooh, I've only got like half of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that because that's
a lot.
a long investment of time, and I'd prefer to just finish this up if I can. As much as I enjoy this game, like don't get me wrong, it's not like I want it to end.
Hang on.
Just like I want to still make an interesting
Real
stream.
quick. Let me double check and see if it changes the ending if we don't get all the relics.
Oh, okay. I kind of doubt it, although maybe I don't know.
Well, considering it's talking about bringing all the memories outside of the inverse.
Yeah, that's true. Like I mean, I guess if you're gonna leave, take as much as you can with you. Hold up. Wait a minute. I think I saw wind down there. Is that? No, that's not hollow. Okay. I almost thought I could go into that pedestal he was standing on. So I'm thinking this, like, Icarian sun up here is, in fact, the final gate. I'm not seeing much else around here. Ooh, hang on. That's a thing I haven't crunched through. Can I go through this side of it? I don't think so. Let's see. Nope. Alright, how do I get in there then? Because I guess I'll mess around with that while she's checking to see if there are alt endings. Alright, hang on, I gotta turn around. I do wish I could, like, free cam in this game. Well, I mean, I guess I sort of can if I do drift mode. I just don't like some of the other things that forces me to do, like the auto thrust after I come out of drift. So that's where that is. Can I get in from underneath somewhere, maybe? No. Okay. Maybe over here. Oop, oop, oop. Ah. That glass looks cracked. I don't think it's the openable kind of cracked, though. Ooh. Maybe... No, that's... Is that something else? I think maybe that's something else. I don't know. No, that's that thing. Okay. So...
As far as I could tell, it doesn't have multiple endings, but there's so few.
Yeah. This honestly doesn't strike me as the type of game that would. I think the relics are really just there for the completionists. Like, maybe I'm wrong. I just, if I'm getting a read on the sort of story this game is telling, I don't think getting everything would make for a really strong necessity. Because I think the most important things are the wind and therefore the memories of all the demigods. So, like, we have those.
Yeah. Yeah, whether we find and scrutinize each relic or ignore them, it's up to us.
Okay.
It did look to me like there were several sections of different relics that we hadn't looked at all the way.
Oh. Whoa.
You're doing a thing.
Yeah. I don't know what thing I did. Oh, so that's that thing that I hadn't gone through. Here we go. Smash. Okay. Well, oh god, where am I? Okay.
Here.
Well, I figured out where that smashy-doo was.
Alright.
Okay. Well, then,
Can we look at our relics?
yeah, let's...
Because I think there was sections of the relics that we hadn't looked at. Yeah, see those white things?
Yeah, those are all... Okay, so we've looked at these. Ah, there we go. Wind phenomena. The ancients were drawn to the living influence wind held over the universe. Bearing witness to its many phenomena, they resolved to pursue its mastery. Okay. Astral wing. Obsidian fragment. Chunk of material from a demigod.
Oh, that must have been from the bird one.
Oh, this relic unlocks the astral key airframe? Holy hell! How long have we had this? More pieces remain. Oh.
It's one of the ones that we didn't get enough of.
That sounds really cool and I want it.
So I think that might be on the, do you want me to look that up?
Avian post-mortem. That was, oh, okay, that's this thing.
What was it called?
Astral key? Oh, wow. Oh, translation. Never before have we seen a beast of such scale. Its wings beat the very air into a frigid tempest. Despite holding our gaze for some time, the nature of its being remains obscured. I might attest it was born from the very storms it emboldened. Yet for as strange a phenomena as it was, this colossal avian was another victim of the drought we suffer. Huh.
Can you go back real quick?
Astral wing. Yeah, unlocks the astral key airframe. Tide-worn husk. Damaged pearl. Place pearl. Oh, this relic unlocks the tidal horn airframe. So there are a lot more airframes than I thought.
Oh, we don't have enough of the pieces. So these are in all the other worlds, so we haven't actually found them all.
Illuminate. Whoa. That's cool. Before being dislodged by once tumultuous waves, it seems this pearl was clung to with some determination. Indeed, the process of wind ossification takes an unknown amount of time to occur. More pieces remain. Interesting.
And there's more white things. So can we go...
Inflated gill. This fin-like sail is a kind of wind gill. Once inflated, it provides this sedentary creature with a means of gathering wind for sustenance and storage. Mutated molt. Some form of crustacean or mollusk. It's seen clear trauma, likely due to violent and disruptive seas.
So yeah, we haven't actually seen everything. So we haven't gotten all the relic pieces.
I didn't think we had. I mean, there were so many missing.
No, I mean those are the golden ones. Those are the relic chunks in the different worlds that make those things that the different airframes we haven't unlocked yet.
Yeah.
We did see this one, all of it, because it doesn't have any more white.
Yeah. I was wondering if maybe there was a translation. Excavation device.
See, we haven't.
Yeah. Remove core. Obsidian.
Oops.
Wax and crust. Scale-like formations of ossified wind are the only recognizable traits of this battered organic scrap.
And there's one more white thing.
Faded core. The faded core of an ancient automata, the simple AI, was built to seek and excavate wind from wherever it might rest. Alright, so, like, clearly there's a lot here.
That's really cool. I'm sad that we don't have all the chunks for the astral.
Yeah, that's gonna take a long time.
Okay, that's fine.
I do wonder, though, did I, get any of these that I didn't realize I got?
No, it would have done the thing.
Yeah. Okay. So, interesting.
So if we go into the central thing, it opens now.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, frame rate. Oh, why you do this?
So it didn't do this at all last time.
Mm-mm. Alright. Oof, that's hard to look at. I don't know why it comes and goes like that. Hang on, before we do the ending cutscene, I'm gonna pause. Let me Alt-Tab and see if there's anything that's, eating up a lot of
memory.
memory.
I know our bitrate seems to keep going up.
That has nothing to do with frame rate.
I know, but I'm just saying I have noticed that on this. I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So...
Please don't be dismissive of me, thanks.
Well, one has to do with my CPU, the other has to do with internet connection. The internet connection doesn't have any bearing on frame rate, so...
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, unless for whatever reason Firefox is eating gigantic chunks of processing power, which for once it isn't, I don't know. I'm starting to think, yeah, this game really isn't all that well optimized.
Because I can't...
And now it's smooth again. I don't know. I'm confused. Oh, little jitters.
Over there, I think. No? Yeah, it was in this blue thing. Where the...
What are you talking about?
Yeah, go down. Turn down.
There's kind of a thing in the way.
There was a door thing somewhere.
I'm not sure what
Okay, then.
you're on about.
There was a door that opened while we were looking for cartographer. And then we
Yeah.
went past it, and I don't remember which building it was on.
There are multiple doors that automatically open.
I think this one was new, where we needed to go.
This is where we need to go.
And turn off the sun?
I think the sun is the gate. That's the thing.
Okay.
That's what he was saying.
He said we needed to activate it.
Yeah. I just don't have the first idea of what might do that. So, well, let's see. Maybe if we do collide with this.
Wait,
and
what's
it
that?
turns...
That has a ring on it.
Yeah, hang on. I want to see if this changes, like, what's glowy and therefore what it draws our attention to. So yeah, that does have a ring now.
I don't know if it always did, because that means that there's information.
Isn't that what that means? Hang on.
Yeah, that's what that means. It means if you sit there, it'll tell us stuff.
Oh yeah, Ancient's Hope. Okay. A marvel of wind manipulation. When activated, this core amplifies the force of any wind it contains. It was designed by the ancients as a key to sunder the inverse, but it was never used. Use the exotic matter to catalyze the portal.
Do we have that?
I have no idea. Catalytic orb. Apparently so. Okay.
That was the eye stuff that we saw.
Oh, it was, wasn't it?
It looks like it.
Alright, and apparently it activated the sun again.
Oh.
And then shut it down again.
That's definitely it.
Alright.
That looks like a breaky.
Yeah, it does. Oh. Oh my.
I think we should talk to him first, if we can.
I think we're a little past that point.
No? We're in control still. What? I want to make sure he goes with us.
Catalyzed portal. Ignited by ancient exotic matter, the accumulated wind of the inverse has finally opened a path to the celestial beyond. Will you take the leap? Sure.
Or did we want to go talk to him real quick?
Okay. There he is.
Yep. He's always by our little achievement island.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Look. He has a exclamation point.
It's just kind of throwing off the... Whoa, that was weird. Just kind of throwing off the flow of things. Okay, there we go. What could lie beyond that portal? I don't know. Imagine what's on the other side. What will it look like? Who and what will we encounter? The power to find a new world, the promise of fresh discovery. This must be what the ancients felt like. Once we hop through, we probably won't be able to return. Are you ready to go? I am. I am too. Nobody's written about where we're headed. But someone will, once we do. The portal seems stable enough. We don't have to hurry. If there are any relics that you've missed, feel free to gather them before we push forward. Really, take your time. We won't be coming back. I'll follow you through once you're ready. Is there anything else you'd like to know? That's all. Good luck. Alright. So yeah, they're really driving home the whole this is the point of no return thing. And yeah, like in my own time, I would probably stick around for a while and full completionist this. For the sake of closing up the stream series, though, that since apparently we can do it in this really concise manner, I'm just going to finish it here so that this doesn't drag on over long. So, alright, into the portal we go.
How did you get here?
I'm not sure where we are. I think we did it. I believe we've left the inverse. But where did we end up? Perhaps we should explore, get our bearings. A new frontier, a place that's totally unexplored. Astounding. Let's push on and see what awaits us above.
This is the outside, isn't it?
Yeah, so we're in a sea of some sort.
I wonder if we're gonna look up and it's gonna be blue skies and clouds and stuff.
Or an endless abyss of the dark night of space.
Hey, we're being happy and cute, okay?
See you up there. I don't know, that looks awfully dark out there. Here we go.
Oh, look around.
I'm just gonna go straight.
But I wanted to see what we were looking at.
I want to follow the flow of this game for once. Oh. Oh, we were going into the water, not out of it. Okay. Wait.
Steve says, yeah, but those Lovecraftian vibes.
Yeah.
But half this game's fun is looking at the area around.
Whoa.
I don't like it.
The narrow sky.
Nope, let's go back. Let's go back.
The hell is that?
Let's go back. I don't like it. I don't, yeah.
Oh, it's like a celestial centipede.
I hate it. I hate all of it. I don't like any of what I'm seeing right now.
Ugh. What was that?
Flower. Oh. We always
okay.
put the... I don't like it here.
Alright. Oh, that wasn't a wiggly. Whoa, the hell is that?
Oh, because we go to the flower, and now we go to the glowy bits.
Yeah.
That's what we've had to do. And all...
Alright, I impaled a celestial insect. And caused it to grow.
And now we're gonna... Right. Oh, now we have to break this, I bet.
The hell is up with this fungus stuff? Like, it's getting a little creepy at this point.
So now we have to break it, because that's what we did on the next level.
Okay, yeah, and it's angling me right toward it. So that's the thing, is like, I'm trying to follow what the game keeps trying to point me at, because it's got a good flow to it. I don't want to interrupt it every other second.
And now we broke it again.
Yeah, okay, what was the point of that?
Oh, because now we're getting rid of all of it.
Oh,
we forced it to grow the tendrils that we could do to get rid of it.
Alright.
So we freed the world from the creepy...
I mean, that thing looked really dead, though, like...
Now I think we follow the birdie.
Alright.
Because that's what we did in that one.
Where is it?
I think it's angled at an area we can't see.
Yeah, let's see here. Whoa.
That's our buddy.
Yeah.
Is this a spine?
Oh yeah, this is the skeleton of something. Like, that's what I'm saying, is this creature that it still had that fungus stuff in it is very dead.
Oh.
Huh.
I think it's out here somewhere.
Yeah, okay.
So that's our friend.
Now that we got a good little pause, now I'll go check out what you were wanting to a second ago. Gravity! Deposit me toward the... Oh, gravity doesn't point the way I thought it would. Alright, I thought it would go toward the water. Wait a minute, wait, hold up. Is that an optical illusion? Or, nope, that water is... suspended in space! Okay.
We're all gonna die. That's,
Sir? This is not... This isn't
good.
out there. This is an extraplanar portal.
Yep.
This isn't just passing through space anymore. This is something else.
So that was
that's where we
came
started.
through.
Yeah, there was nothing else in here.
What? Where are we?
This is some sort of like astral portal shenanigans.
I don't like it here.
Because this long tunnel thing.
I know what that was. That's one of the snakes.
Oh, you're right. The serpents they were talking about. So they killed one.
Well, yeah, we got the eye from somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, so
hang on, just to drive my point home. Yeah, that long tunnel ain't here.
Yeah.
So that is actually a wormhole of some kind.
Uh-huh. So now we need to go find our butterfly friend.
Yeah. Okay. Alright.
So I think it was up here. Towards the upper section.
Yeah.
Upper.
What direction has any meaning? Also, ooh, that weird pattern effect they're doing.
I don't like it. I don't. There he is.
There he is. Yeah. All right. Do I do the keep it centered thing on you?
I bet we do.
Probably.
Because we've been.
Yeah. Yep. And there's a song.
Because we've been redoing how we.
Yeah.
Did all the others. Yeah, that's one of the serpent things.
Yeah. Oh, that's so weird.
Oh.
Whoa.
What are we doing?
I got kind of an ominous feeling about this.
We're breaking out of our universe, so that...
Yeah, I mean... Something about causing...
a rift in our...
Yeah. Leads one to fear Euclidean nightmares. Oh, jeez.
Oh. Oh, I'm not sure I like this. Nope, don't like it. We brought it back to life, didn't we?
Maybe. Oh. Oh, it's moving.
Oh, look, there's one of those things that we're gonna have to escape.
Oh, it's got like a dragon skull. Alright, that's really cool, actually.
Okay, so I think we're in that. Ooh.
Oh. Alright. This got really trippy and really cool all at the same time.
So what was it around?
That's a good question. I don't know.
It's more of the fungus stuff that we're gonna have to get rid of, I think.
Yeah, and what is the deal with this fungus stuff? Because it's everywhere,
Whoa.
and it's controlling the ancient demigods.
What is that?
So what is this stuff?
Oh, I don't like any of it. What is this? Are we in that? Oh, there's stuff in that.
Yeah.
We have to let it out. Okay, so go up. If you go...
Yeah.
Because up at the very, very top of this area, there was more of the glowies.
Yeah.
Which, since our lessons from before seem to be functioning.
Yeah, whoa, what is this? What in the world? Is that just a chunk of something? It's transparent, okay.
It's a hologram of something.
Yeah. Is any of this real? Like, are we in a simulation? Is that why this... Okay,
so
I can't
we need
play
to
with those.
follow...
Oh, there's water there.
I think we need to go in the water.
Is that the water where my friendo is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did the water change, or is it just...
it changed. It wasn't like this before.
Well, I mean, yeah, the area around it did. Okay, yeah, there's more stuff in here now. Okay.
Did that change this side? Were we supposed to do that?
What did we did?
Was this what we were supposed to do?
I have no idea. Oh. What? Oh. Oh? Oh?
Look. More breaky things.
Oh.
Our portal does not go back to where we were anymore.
Okay.
I think those are more breaky-doos.
Yeah. Alright,
Break the breaky-doos.
Let's get our smash on.
I feel very concerned about all this.
Yeah, this whole thing is weird.
Are we alive?
I think so. I'm not sure we're in the same plane of existence anymore, though. I mean, nothing quite like a astral plane hopping.
Oh, yep, there we go.
Drone.
Now we go down. Oh, it's now a whole... Oh, breaky-doo. Oh, it's a breaky-doo. It turned into a breaky-doo.
Full throttle! Oh, we're here now.
Oh, we freed them.
And there are 3 of them, just like last time.
So now we need to follow the 3. I bet.
Yeah. Whoa, there's something there now. What's on
multiple of them?
Is this just a perch, or... Yeah, okay, so this is a mobile perch now. Okay.
There's one of them.
Yeah, let's follow these guys and see what happens. Whoa, whoopsie. Whoa, oh god.
Oh.
There we go, okay. Oh, another one of these. Oh, these are such tight flights. Ah! Okay. Alright, I got this. Ooh, throttle down.
Oh.
Man, so much of this is
I love
almost
the
dreamlike.
This is so strange.
Alright.
So that's one. Let's go find the second.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so bizarre.
Yeah, like, I thought we were kind of close to the end, and...
I think we are. Like, I think once we do this... Because this seems to be the culmination of everything we've learned.
Yeah,
to do.
it does. Like, the themes are replaying themselves, so...
And there's the music adding on to it.
Yeah. Man, this game is a mind trip. This is one of those games that I'm gonna think about weeks from now. Oh, jeez.
I like the music in this game.
Well, you're a little tougher. Also, the skeleton is getting...
We're
like,
filled in.
yeah, well, it's getting glowier and more Starfieldy. Okay, so there's a couple of them in there now. One left.
One left. It's always the three.
So, where are you, little friendo?
And then there's probably something else that we're going to have to do based on...
Yeah. Where did you go? I miss you so. Let me throw you into a weird demi-plane for me. Seriously, where'd you go?
This place is so trippy, I don't know where anything is.
Yeah, I've lost, like, all frame of reference.
Yeah, I suspect that's part of the...
Oh, yeah, like, that's part of the point.
Because there is no frame of reference here.
Yeah. We all float in a sea of confusion here.
Because there was three.
Yeah, there was. I'm just having a hard time finding the last one. Frame rate, don't you start acting up now. Oh, wait, was that it? I think I just saw it. Oh, no, that was this thing jittering for a second. Okay. Is he, like, hanging around the tree over here? Oh, yep, there he is. Okay, cool.
So the one area
Gotcha.
we didn't go.
Yeah. Alright, take me on your magical journey. Whoa. Okay, this is a tight squeeze.
They always get harder.
My wing, like, clipped into that for a second. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool.
And now we go into that thing, I think. Yep. Go up. Point ourselves. Yeah. And now we forced these to...
Yeah. So I'm cleansing one of these creepy serpent things of the fungus. To what end, though?
Well, it's what seems to free everything else. So maybe this is another demigod.
Yeah, that's true. Like a natural one or something?
Oh, and there's another.
Yeah.
Alright. I guess we go after that other
Yeah?
bird that's down there.
Yeah. Okay.
Always follow the bird butterflies.
Yeah. So, now what, my little flying friend?
Oh no.
Oh god, I can't even see. Oh, it's so vibrant. Oh god.
Oh.
My eyes!
We're restoring light to the world.
Yeah, sure. And you know, the funny thing is, like, I'm sure this is one of those where, like, if I were to watch this back, it would look totally different to my eyes, because when I'm playing this, my eyes are focused on such a tiny little center circle of the screen that most of the periphery is lost on me. Because I cannot avert my eyes from my immediate flight path. So you guys are probably seeing a much cooler show than I am, since you're able to just sort of look around and enjoy things as I fly past them.
That's okay. We'll watch it sometime.
Yeah. That's not to say that I'm not enjoying what I'm looking at. It's just I think you guys are probably perceiving more of this game as I play through it.
We're going into the heart of the thing.
Than I am. Oh, it's moving. Cool halo horns.
We've made the mouth
Yeah.
part happen again.
Do I wiggle waggle? I wiggle waggle. Alright, whoa.
So that happened, this is the second time.
Yeah, so there were multiple of them?
That or we're doing something. Oh, that looks different now.
Yeah, whoa.
Oh.
I don't know if I did a good. I did a thing, though.
I think it was a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
Curled into one. Yeah, that looks totally different now.
Yeah, now all the fungus in the tree is gone, and there's that floaty thing above the pond portal.
I think we go in the floaty thing.
Okay. Yeah, hang on. First of all, friendo, you have anything to say about all this?
What do you think of this?
Got any color commentary for us? Talk. I'm beginning to think this world isn't actually a world at all. What was your first freaking clue?
Uh-huh.
It's almost as if we're in a place between places.
We are.
Somewhere and when beyond the inverse.
We definitely are.
Yeah, this is the astral plane, friendo. Nothing seems to behave as it should, and the environment certainly doesn't look as it should. Here's to hoping that wind still works as we expect, and that phantasmal serpents don't awaken when you steal it from them.
Thanks.
We're close to releasing the wind from that core. That might also release the serpent from its stasis. I'd say we shouldn't disturb giant creatures, but we've broken that rule a few times already. Calling it like you see it, I see.
It's true, though.
I mean, yeah, he's not wrong. And we need that wind to travel further. Do we?
Yeah, to get out of the astral sphere, we have to open another portal.
That is true, I suppose.
Because we opened a portal that led us here. Good luck.
Good luck.
Thanks, bud.
Thanks.
Well,
You're so much help, Captain Steamboat.
I mean, there's not much he can do.
Yeah, him and his little
just
steam sub ain't helping too much, Willy. Okie dokie.
Okay, let's go with the thing that's above the...
Yeah, here we go. Okay, this is a portal. Oh god, this is so weird. Oh, I can't get in there.
We can't get in there yet.
Ooh, hang on. Can I get in from the top?
Oh, you can get in from the top, baby.
Oh, okay. Okay. It has a clear shell. Didn't realize
so
it.
we need to break the shell.
Yeah. Oh, it's like spiraling inward now. What is going on?
Miss
with
T
this
goes,
game?
what is what a ringing endorsement. Teach me, butterfly. Help me.
I mean, you are my only light of hope in this confusing and terrifying world. Please do not lead me astray. You are my light and probably my life, or continuation thereof. Okay. Oh, you're flying a little faster than your friends. Oh, jeez. Okay. Alright. Oh, okay, alright. You're a little speed demon, aren't you? Okay. Alright. That's adorable and terrifying. Okay. Oh, we're going again. Alright. Okay, alright. Okay. You can calm it down anytime now, friend. Whoa, okay. Alright. Are we done? Or are we done?
We're not done.
Are we going in for a third time? Is this the rule of threes?
Yes.
Oh god, it's rule of threes. Okay. Let's go. Alright, this one's a little smoother.
We got this.
I'm totally fine. Alright, this one's actually nice and gentle. Alright, they decided to take mercy on me with this last curve. That's cool. Thanks, appreciate that. Maximum Neum. Okay.
We're not done.
Oh god, it's not rule of threes, it's even more. Okay. I'm like following all of these spinal columns.
So I was right, this is a serpent.
Rule of fives, more like. Okay. Ooh, okay, alright. This is a fun little challenge, actually. Like, that took some focus. Alright, where to now, friendo?
I love the little music.
Oh, you're going in here now. Okay. Ooh.
Oh.
Cool.
Let me guess, we have to take that somewhere.
Yeah?
Oh.
Oh.
Follow it.
Oh, this is like where I had to rocket from one orb to another during...
The first one.
The sunfish. And I assume there's only ever, like, one. There we go. Now where? There. Like, I just assume I'm doing these in order. And apparently this whole skeleton is now transparent. Like, I can fly through all these.
Yeah, we made it transparent.
Yeah.
Look up. Oh. There it is.
No, that's the... Oh, wait, here we go. Am I doing this right? I don't know if I'm doing this right. Do I go down there? Like, I'm perfectly aligned to go down there. I just don't know if I go down there.
I think that's what we do. I think we go down there.
Oh.
No. Try breaky? Go down there? Or breaky? Yeah, down there.
Well, that's the flower down there. I don't know if I do the flower yet. Hang on, let me try smashing this. Yep, okay. Alright, I guess that was what I was supposed to do.
Yay, oh.
So that's another one freed, maybe?
I'm sure this is great.
Am I earning the favor of the dragon gods?
Probably not.
Are Bahamut and Tiamat going to favor me in the astral with everlasting life?
You have to break it.
Oh, right. Achievement unlocked. Escape.
Oh, so that was the core that we needed.
Alright.
Yep. Oh.
Oh.
Is that the portal? Oh. Yeah. That's the next portal.
Caving in like a wormhole. Alright. That happened. I don't know how to feel about that. It was cool and pretty and surreal, though. And this is gorgeous.
Okay, we're gonna go in, right?
Yeah? Can I talk to Steamboat Willie first?
Maybe.
Here we go. You've done it. A new portal is forming. What you've managed to accomplish is astounding. You've opened the way to new possibilities and given us a second chance. Wherever we go, we'll take the lore of the inverse with us, and it's all thanks to you. I'm proud of you. So, partner, we have one more jump ahead of us. What do you say we see what's on the other side?
Yes, sir. Let's do this.
I am all aboard for it. Oh, I have to do it. Okay.
Go!
Away! Into the infinity!
Yeah, that looks a lot more like sky now. Like our sky.
Yeah. I'm about to fly through the credits sequence, aren't I? I'm calling it.
Please don't be like...
Just suddenly serpent jaws come at the camera. Oh.
Oh, we don't get to see where we go?
That's just it? It just stops? Oh.
Well, maybe there will be a final scene at the end of the credits.
A post-credits screen like a movie. Man, this was a small team.
That was a tiny team.
Outstanding work, all of them.
Yep.
Like I said, the only things that I could critique in this are...
Bedroom office space.
Wow. The tutorial didn't really teach properly. I think it assumed that I had a controller plugged in, even though it doesn't tell me that you need one. And the fact that one can play it with keyboard means your tutorial should support whatever inputs you have.
Yeah.
So it fell short a little there. The controller controls are a little strange, like I said, insofar as the throttle and the roll are on the same stick, and that actually detracts from one's ability to maneuver with precision. I would have preferred if I could remap that another way. Aside from those few things, though, this, while a confusing and at times difficult to follow surreal stream of consciousness, was a really interesting and, at least for me, attention-consuming experience start to finish. Mm-hmm. And I am happy I was able to finish it, at least as far as the narrative is concerned, on stream.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
I do want to actually see, where we ended up.
Yeah, like, I want to know if my theory's correct, and we're in space.
Or if we were somehow in a weird, like, within our own world portal, and now we're actually finding our way back to the outside world.
Yeah.
Like the madman.
Yeah.
Postulated.
Our wonderful accounting team.
Hey, accounting
I mean,
is...
as we were talking about earlier, money is what gets games made. Creativity's nice and all. You gotta have the money to get it done.
Is there a final cut scene? Is it like a, like a Marvel movie? Sympathetic coughs.
From the bottom of our hearts, all of us at Polynight Games and Aspire, thank you for your support. Thank you for playing. You're awesome. Nah, you're awesome.
Miss T says, interesting finish.
Yeah. A little open to interpretation.
But this is the loading screen.
It is. Is it loading a cutscene? Oh, no, it's just loading the main menu. Aw, man. I'm a little sad. Now, I'm curious. Can I load from, like, prior to activating that last thing? Or is it, like, truly point of no return? Lost, lonely, talk to the archaeologist?
Another loading screen.
Yeah? Oh, okay. So... I can load that. It doesn't just, like, wipe your profile. I'm curious to see where if I load that, it'll drop me. So I can have 3 different slots going. Settings and exit game. Okay. Just curiosity. I want to see where this puts me. Resume this adventure. I suspect it'll just put me right there at the end.
Miss T says, I choose to interpret with ominous vibes.
Like, I could definitely... Oh, I am here. Okay, cool.
So we can go back from here and go collect everything.
Cool. So I can go full collectathon completionist with this from here, since it doesn't save after you go through the final gate. Nice. I was worried that it would prevent me from doing that, and that it would possibly hamper its own replay value, because it meant that
you had to start everything all
Yeah,
over
you'd have to start the entire game over again, and like not many people would do that. I think plenty of people, myself included, will absolutely replay it from this point, though, and go and just collect the few relics that I have remaining, because at this point, like, I've got all these, and I think that's about half of them. Mm-hmm. So that means that I can satisfy my completionist itch, and at some point plug away at this and get those last few things, and maybe fill in some of the gaps in the lore, and, if any of those relics explain a little more of what the hell that last ending thing might mean, one can find those answers that way. Like, I'm really pleased with how this last load works.
Yeah, I think that given that the area around that final portal looked very sky-like,
yeah,
I think that's a hint that maybe, like, with the open blue sky around us sort of thing, but they don't say, so who knows?
Yeah, I think one could interpret that any number of ways. And, like, I know some people hate those kind of stories where it's like, well, it's up to you.
You missed the... You
Yeah.
missed
Oh,
another...
God. Oh, this thing is so fast. Ah, it's so unwieldy. That's why I didn't use this. Ah!
Was there a relic in there that we missed because we were...
I don't think so. Because all these, like, windows and stuff, they reset every time you load in and out. So I'm pretty sure I've already rumbled my way through there. So, yeah, this was a fun adventure. I'm glad we streamed this.
I'm glad we had this.
Yeah, because I'm definitely going to play more of this in my downtime. Hell, if you want to play it, the controls aren't that hard. They aren't super intuitive. They're not that hard, though. So, like, if you want to give it a shot, that's...
Maybe at some point I will. And then you can see it the way I can see it.
Yeah, because this thing's all here. I really thought filling this thing up was, like, the point of all the submissions. Apparently not, though. Oh, God. Man, this thing, like, it looks really cool, and at first it's cool to have all the extra speed. It's so unwieldy to maneuver, though.
I want to get the other.
Yeah, I really want that, like, astral key. That sounds awesome. So, and also the use of astral in that name tells me that we are dealing with, like, planar shenanigans to a certain extent in that ending. So, yeah, anyway. I could sit here and wax poetic about this for a while. I'll just leave it for you guys to interpret on your own, though.
And if, like Ms. T, you want the ominous vibes at the end...
I think that's a valid reading.
Oh, yeah. Like, who the heck knows, man? We don't have enough information.
Like, what are those serpents? Where did they go? What did they do? I don't know. You know, did they... open some portal for me? Like, were they the judges and guardians? Did they determine where I went? Or were they victims of some other force?
Because we were freeing them from the fungus stuff, the same way we were freeing the other demigods.
And what the hell is that fungus stuff? Because it's, again, like,
I wonder if that's a poetic rendition of entropy.
Maybe.
Because, like, sucking all the life out of the world.
It's just like...
I don't know.
From a metaphorical perspective, like, yeah, sure. In lore, though, what is it?
That? I don't know.
I don't know.
We keep interacting with it.
Yeah, and it's always a seemingly negative force that's controlling or containing other things, apparently against their will. So...
I don't know.
What is that stuff? Where did it come from? What is it doing? I don't know, man! And I like that this game has made me ask all those questions. And to a certain extent, I do appreciate that it isn't just force-feeding me the answers, it's letting me think about it and try to come up with my own ideas. I know some people don't like that when, you know, a game will prompt questions and then never give them to you instead of making you, like, dig for them. They're there, though. Like, that's how a lot of the Elder Scrolls games are. Like,
I prefer the ones where there are questions, but if you spend enough time looking at enough of the hints that you can kind of piece it together, even if they never outright state it.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't like ones that there don't even feel like there are actual puzzle pieces. It's just weird, mysterious thing, and that's it.
Because that just feels like a cop-out.
That feels like the ask me what it means.
Yeah, exactly.
Sort of thing. This one, I feel like there's enough pieces that we can start guessing.
Yeah, I think this is a little middle of the road. Like, there are some answers. I don't think you're going to get all of them. Like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the relics will give you some more concrete answers about things. I suspect, though, a certain element of this is always going to remain up to interpretation.
I think so. Like, where we end up.
Yeah. Even so, like, I'm really pleased with this. I had a really good time with it. So, yeah, it's currently retailing for, I think, $19 and some change. I saw it on Steam and on Humble Bundle. Come to think of it, I need to attach our affiliate link to the stream exports of this, so that if any of you have enjoyed this and you want to pick it up for yourselves, you can get it through that link, and then we'll get...
I would 100% recommend playing it with a controller.
Yes, absolutely.
If you do get it.
And yeah, full disclosure on that link thing, like, obviously it'll appear in the description, again, just for us, though. We're not at all, like, contractually in any deals with anyone to promote their games. We are, however, humble affiliates, which means that we can generate affiliate links and put them wherever we want. I usually put them in the descriptions of videos for games that I would recommend, and then just alert you guys that if you do want to get it for yourself, even you click it through that, then if you end up getting it, we get a commission on that sale. So that way you guys can get a cool game, and we can earn a little scratch on the side for it, and it doesn't cost you an extra penny at all to help us get that little commission. So yeah, if any of you guys have enjoyed watching this and want to get it for yourself, then I'll definitely leave that link there for those of you that want to do that and want to support us at the same time. So I think with all that said, I think we shall call it here. Yeah, I'm actually getting hungry too. So thank you all kindly for watching. I'm Kinsmark here at Last Level Press.
I'm Violeta.
And as always, we wish you all good gaming and Godspeed.
Bye! Ooh, my voice.
Yeah, mine too.
Oh, man.
I am so, like, thrashed.
But it was so good.
Mm-hmm.